today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Blue Line Ice Arena, and we are just about underway. Warm-ups going on here now for this playoff hockey matchup in the sectional semifinal. Congratulations to the Warbirds on moving on to the Champions Center. They will play at 4:30 on Friday. Well, we got another one, another chance for a team to move on to the Champions Center. The Ledgers taking on the Notre Dame Academy Tritons in a good matchup, a 2-3 matchup. We got a good one here tonight, Caleb.
This is going to be a really good game. Obviously, we've been looking at this one, and again, these are two teams that haven't seen each other yet in the season, but they have some common opponents as well, so it's going to be really interesting to see this matchup here.
Actually, I saw a tweet about this. There has only been this year that this will be the third game, only the third game in the playoffs where these teams have not seen each other in the regular season at all.
Right, which is crazy to think about. Obviously, two divisions now in hockey, but Notre Dame last year was the Division I champion, and last year St. Mary Springs Ledgers the Division II champion. So this does not happen very often where you see two defending champions face each other the following year.
Yeah, because you got the competitive balance now where Ledgers moved up. You have a chance here for one of these teams who's trying to defend their title is not going to be able to defend their title no more. We're going to step aside, run a couple ads. We'll come back with the stats for the Notre Dame Academy Tritons after these messages on Jeff's live streams.
To announce our 2024-2025 Boys Basketball Showcase. Join us Wednesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. at The Rock. If you can't make it in person, we will also be streaming the event live on Jeff's live streams on YouTube, and you will be able to watch a recording at any time.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special. Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to The Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at The Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream. Going to talk about the Notre Dame Academy Tritons. They're 17-7-1 overall this season. They've won both their playoff games by a score of 10-0 and 5-0 over Fond du Lac they beat already. And they've scored 5 goals in every period so far in the playoffs. 5 goals in the first, 5 goals in the second, 5 goals in the third. They finished in first in their conference at 8-0 and 15-7 and 1 overall. Obviously, there are 2 playoff wins that they have as of right now. Oh, my battery level on my camera is low, so we'll fix that right away.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
are we talking about here? The
Notre Dame, but the battery went out on the camera,
Oh.
so I'm going to change it out right away.
Yep, we'll get that figured out. Switched over. Meanwhile, you can check out the stats that are on the screen right now.
Camera should come right back into it. There we go. All right, so we're going to talk about the player stats for this team. They scored 4.04 goals per game, 2.2 goals against per game, a 23.5% power play, a very good power play, but a not so good penalty kill at 78%. A low number, but power play is right where you want to be. Penalty kill just a little bit low.
For sure, yeah, and like you said, I mean, they got a good power play, it looks like, and penalty kill, you got to be careful here, given if you give the Ledgers any chance on the power play, they're going to capitalize.
Riker Thomas leads this team in points, 12 goals, 27 assists, 39 total points. He also leads in assists. Goal leaders, Trip Roboleski, 15 goals, 18 assists, 33 total points. Drew Hall, 13 goals, 12 assists, 25 points. And Nathan Ante with 4 goals, 20 assists, and 24 total points. In net today, we will see Anton Whitus. Whitus, 14-6 overall, 426 shots seen, 386 saves made, 42 goals given up, a 218 and 902, 3 shutouts. That tells me he doesn't see a ton of shots if he's got around a 218 and a 902 kill.
Right, yeah. Again, it's good numbers, but like you said, he's not facing a ton of shots here, and a good job by Notre Dame defensively as well as offensively. I mean, you can see they're scoring 4 goals a game and only giving up 2.2.
Frame-by-frame scoring goes as follows for the Tritons. 29 goals in the first period, giving up 10. 36 in the second, giving up 18. 26 and 22 in the third. 2-1 in overtime, 93 goals for, 51 goals against. So as the game goes on, they give up more goals, which you don't want to do. And the scoring drops in the third period as well.
Right, so we're going to look here tonight, and it seems like they get off to a hot start, and they're going to have to do that here tonight as well, but they're going to have to try to sustain that throughout the rest of the game. You know, you want to score first, obviously, but then also you can't be lacking later in the periods and give up goals late in the game.
We will step aside, run a couple ads. We'll come back with the interview with Coach Kevin Colleen from Jeff on Jeff's live streams, and then we'll be back with the stats for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers after these messages.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service. Batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
King Manufacturing.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Joining me now is the head coach for St. Mary Springs Ledgers, Kevin Colleen. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Coach, I don't get this stuff. It's a good thing that I have a strong heart because I had you booked all the way through And boy, you put us on edge. So let's give us a recap. And we talked a little bit off air that you knew that this was not the same Bayport team. So give us a recap of your opening round of the playoffs.
Yeah, Bayport's, obviously we all watch, and I knew they weren't the team that we played earlier in the season. I had watched them play finally live. I watched them on film. That's a team that battles hard. You could see that they played hard the whole game, start to finish. Little things early, first shift, a usual tap-in goal doesn't happen. They get a couple hard-working goals called against us, or goals taken away that, the refs make mistakes too. Watching it on film, they were actually goals, but we kept our head and kept battling through it. We get that big goal at the very end of the second to make it 3-2. Normally you're like, okay, that's the momentum. Those goals with less than a minute kill the momentum going into the locker room. And looking at their bench, they didn't have to kill their energy. They were hooting and hollering, pumped about the way they were playing. So we knew it was going to be tough. And that did give us some momentum, though. I was super proud of our team, how they banded together and were pulling for each other and playing like a team. I've seen this earlier in the Wausau West game, the second Fondy game. And when you see that, that's what makes coaching rewarding when it comes together like that. And they found a way. They kept battling. A clear Rebeck gets a huge goal. That kid skated his heart out the whole night. He didn't want to go down. And then, in the overtime, before we get the goal, the face-off, right, Gabe Braun blocks a shot. And those are the things that he doesn't block that shot, we maybe don't get a chance at that goal. So you could see our team really start picking that up. And if they can capture that, that's what we're looking for. That's how you want to be playing. It's going to be tough the whole rest of the year, right? Stevens Point loses their first game going undefeated and lose a Chippewa. Everybody's going to get your best effort, so you got to do all the little things.
I was listening to that call by Justin, and I talked with Caleb after that block by Gabe Braun was probably one of the first times that they have actually thought that he put his heart on the line here for the team. And that's not to say that he doesn't skate hard, but he's not known for being a defensive forward. And that time they were super impressed with what he did.
Yes, and that's that's what I try to talk about every day. We've talked about before the different intensities of preseason, making a team, regular season, and playoffs. The playoffs is a whole nother animal. You have to play both ways and do all the little things, or you saw it in the Four Nations game, right? The best player on the Team USA got cut puck watching. You got to do your defensive responsibility first, and then let your God-given talents take over. And that was one of the first things I said in the locker room to Gabe is that that goal was a big goal, but I'll remember that block more than anything. So I think with our seniors know what it takes to win the playoffs, and I hope that continues forward.
So talk to me about how was the locker room at the end of the game?
It was a fun part to be, right? They were, they knew that was a close call, and they want to play another day. So to see the relief, with a little bit of fear, and that I think gave them a little bit more confidence that we can do this thing.
So tonight's opponent here again, it is a WIAA sectional semi. And talk to me about Notre Dame Tritons here. They're in that same conference with Bayport, and Bayport did not have a very good conference record. So you would think that Notre Dame's going to be coming in here pretty confident.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle. Obviously, having my knee surgery here, I've had plenty of time to watch, and they are super disciplined. And they were beating Fondy 4-0, and I saw guys back checking. I mean, they had numbers back, right? They got 3-on-3, and the fourth guy comes flying in, diving on his stomach to block a pass with his stick coming across. So, we're going to have to bring that same mentality, and it's going to be who wants it more. They're a good team, and this is what makes it. This is what you put all the work and effort for, is to play teams like this in the playoffs and show who you really are.
How have the kids responded so far in practice?
Good. Justin actually helped me out there. They skated pretty hard on Friday, and then yesterday was our walkthrough, and they looked like they're in sync. So everything should be full goal tonight. Armani was back, so we should have our full bench too, which will be nice.
So how's the health of the team besides the coach?
Yeah. Good. That's it. Yeah, Armani's back, full go. Brody's back. Will be one of the first times that I have everybody available again. I think it's only been once or twice all year. So, I'm sure both teams probably have guys that are a little banged up, but that's how it goes. You play. That's hockey.
And how are you doing?
Good. Excellent, actually. No pain. Like I said, the last 5 days got to watch a lot of hockey, and looking forward to tonight.
So are we, Coach. Anything else you'd like to add here on the pregame show?
No. Hopefully I'm talking to you one more time and we keep this thing going.
I hope so as well. I really have appreciated the time, and congratulations again on advancing, and we're looking forward to continuing to follow the Ledgers. This has been the head coach here for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, Kevin Colleen, here on Jeff's live stream. We'll be back after these messages.
Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today, and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
We've always been a family that thinks about spend, save, give. It was refreshing to find a financial company that echoed that mentality.
With Thrivent, it's more than just about gaining financial confidence. It's about how you can use your resources to create change in your community. It's been a relationship that's created a whole exponential amount of good.
Jonathan Leonard here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the local and area communities. I love what I do, and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream. Going to talk about those Ledgers right here, 24-1. Or 24-1. We get a space in between there. They won their first playoff game in overtime via one-timer right off the draw from Gabe Brown. Draw won by Westergaard, cleanly back to him. Won it in overtime against Bayport. They finished at second of the conference, and they lost in the conference tournament championship to the 1 seed in this section, which would be the Neenah Hortonville Menasha Rockets. 2-1. They're 24-1. 617 goals for, 233 goals against, a 29% power play, and an 88% penalty kill. Special teams has been going right all year for them.
Yeah, it has, and we'll see if that can stay true tonight as well. Obviously, playoff hockey is just a different animal, but you have those solid numbers throughout the season that prepares you well for the postseason run.
Austin Westergaard leads this team in points with 94, 36 goals, 58 assists. Gabe Brown, 43 goals, 36 assists, 79 points. 40 from Ty Wagner for 4 and 36. 39 from Tate Baker, 21 and 18. 32 from Armani Fisher, who was out on Tuesday. He will be, or last Thursday or whatever day. I don't even remember what day it is. I don't know what day of the week it even is today. Well, he's back. He will play tonight, and that's a huge boost for the Ledgers, especially on that second line. You take a lot of ice time away from Brown and Westergaard because you're letting Armani Fisher do his thing on that second line.
For sure, yeah, and he can do it all. You know, he can score, he can pass the puck really well, and also his physicality just sets the tone out there, and that's huge. You know, I saw him out there in warm-ups. He was flying around. Good to see him back out on the ice.
Memphis Young will get the start, 16-4-1 this year, 402 shots seen, 355 saves made, 47 goals allowed, 228 and 883, and 3 shutouts. It's the same thing we saw with the girls goaltender. Doesn't see a ton of shots. That's why his save percentage is low. But I actually thought Memphis played very well against Bayport. He gave up 1 squeaker, but he had a good game.
Yeah, I was really impressed, you know, and that's when it counts. The postseason is when everything counts, and you got to bring your A game every single game. It's win or go home, and Memphis, again, he's had a good year so far, and like you said, that was one of his best games that we've seen from him so far in his this season.
Frame-by-frame scoring goes as follows. They scored 37 in the first, giving up 19, 62 in the second period, giving up 17, 48 in the third, giving up 20. They're 1-0 in overtime, 148 goals, 56 goals against. But to me, that middle frame, when you're tripling your opponent's scoring in the middle frame, that's huge because it splits games open.
For sure.
Because if you're having a bad front half, you can have a bad second half if you're scoring in that middle frame.
Right, and it makes a statement, and definitely, like you said, I mean, it's going to change the momentum of the rest of the game one way or the other, whichever way it happens to be. And when you're so dominant in that second period, it's going to build up for that third period, which is the most crucial part.
And another thing I wanted to talk about, heard Coach Colleen talk about it in the pregame interview. Gabe Brown selling out, blocking shots, Westergaard blocking shots. Well, that's what they need to do all 3 periods. And Coach Colleen and I had a chat about it. It seemed like they did it in the late periods against Bayport, not in the beginning of the game. They need to start like that against this Notre Dame team because they can score.
Definitely, Notre Dame can score, and like you saw the stats, they score right off the bat normally. But like you said, it's about blocking shots, and your star players need to set the tone for the rest of the team, your captains, your assistant captains. And I thought, like you said, they did a great job of that in the second half of that Bayport game, but I think that's part of the reason why they did go down and were losing for most of that game. Again, it's just a momentum thing as well. You block shots, you don't let pucks through to the net. That also turns into odd man rushes as well the other way.
Well, I mean, I always talk about being in I'm trying to think of my term, what I used at that. My cousin was yelling at me about it. He was wondering what that meant. Jam. Guys have jam. And jam could be what you want to think jam is, but jam to me is a guy like Armani Fisher. Armani Fisher brings that jam, and without Armani Fisher in the lineup, you heard Coach talk about it in the interview again, but Khalil Rebeck brought that jam for them last week.
He did, yeah. He filled into that role nicely, and he stepped up for the team, and that's what playoffs is about. You might have some guys go down with injury. You might have other guys battling injury that are playing through it, but you need to find any way you can to contribute to this, and team success is what it comes down to really in the playoffs, because there are no easy games, as the Ledgers found out in their last one.
Yeah, there is no easy game in the playoffs. It doesn't matter if it's a 2-10 or a 2-7. It does not matter. Right now you have 2-3, and these are both defending state champions. Obviously the Ledgers aren't in Division II anymore, so they're in Division I, and this is going to be a good one. I'm expecting a fantastic game tonight between these two teams.
Yeah, again, both high-powered offenses, both great defenses on both sides, and this is going to shape up to be, like we've seen the Neenah Springs games throughout this season. And we're looking forward to this one here tonight, Springs, Notre Dame.
Speaking of this bracket we got going on here, we'll go through each team, how they got to where they have. Notre Dame won their first game against Oshkosh 10-0. Then they beat Fondy 5-0, and now they take out Springs. Springs had a first-round bye and then beat Bayport in overtime, just 2:43 in overtime, but they won in overtime. And at the top of the bracket, you see Nina Hortonville-Menasha. They won 5-2, a closer game against that Ashwaubenon team who had beat them previously this year.
Yeah, definitely, and that's why, again, it's the playoffs, anything can happen.
They'll take on that West Bend team that also won 4-3 in overtime over De Pere. Another team that De Pere, they had a good season. I mean, they played a tight game against Springs, and Springs found a way to get it done in the third period. Now you get West Bend taking on Neenah tonight. I'm sure we'll be able to get some updates from that. You can see the Ledgers are coming out here. A very good home crowd over there. Looks like it's kind of a blackout theme, if you can. Looks to me, Caleb, they got those little thunder clappers as well tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great to see the support. Love it. And then even Notre Dame side, they got some green pom-pom things as well.
And it's the Irish green, Irish spring green coming out from the Notre Dame Tritons. Everybody likes their little green uniforms they got. Their green gloves, green helmets, and green pants.
Yeah, it's cool jersey setup they got. You know, it's pretty bright. By the way, St. Patrick's Day coming up.
Yeah. Head coach Mike Skadzinski, former Lawrence University coach, and now taking on this Notre Dame Academy Tritons team, as the former head coach Corey McCracken left and went to Minnesota State with former Wisconsin high school coach and Team Wisconsin coach, Mr. Strand. So a new day here. Skadzinski won his first state title last year with this team.
Yeah, again, it's pretty impressive. You know, obviously it's a great program, and you have to be a good coach to fill that role and keep a consistent team throughout the years.
As of recent, two pretty historic programs in Wisconsin high school hockey. And now the starting lineups coming from one of the best PA announcers around, Timmy Mathwig. At wing number 2, Andrew Osterman from the Notre Dame Academy Tritons. At wing number 9, Trebeluski. At center, I believe it was number 19, Riker Thomas, the point leader. At D, number 3, Nathan Ante. And at defense, number 17, Drew Heil. And in net tonight will be number 35, Anton Whitus. And Mike Skadzinski is the head coach. And now the starting lineup for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. Doesn't change a ton. It pretty much stays the same almost every game. Every once in a while, Armani Fisher's line will start, but I can almost bet you that we will see a Wagner and Flood start on D tonight.
You would think so.
And the starting for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers tonight. At wing number 3, Gabe Brown. At wing number 4, Austin Westergaard. And at center will be number 23, Tate Baker. At defense, number 18, Preston Flood. The junior pair right here. You got one more year of seeing Ty Wagner and Preston Flood together. And in net, again, the junior as well will be number 30, Memphis Young. And we will step aside. We'll be back with puck drop on the road to Middleton and Cap Ice from the Fond du Lac Blue Line Ice Arena in the sectional semifinals, where the Notre Dame Academy Tritons take on the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. We'll be back after these messages with puck drop.
The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service. Batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service. Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo. along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service. Batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE. Jeff's Live Streams is proud to announce our 2024-2025 Boys Basketball Showcase. Join us Wednesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. at The Rock. If you can't make it in person, we will also be streaming the event live on Jeff's Live Streams on YouTube, and you will be able to watch a recording at any time.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over.
And welcome back here on Jeff's Live Streams. The road to Middleton comes through Fond du Lac once again. Notre Dame's going to take on the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, your defending state champs in Division I, taking on the defending state champs in Division II. Well, they can't defend their title in Division II. They're trying to win one in Division I and be one of the first teams to ever win after being promoted.
Right, which would be just crazy to do, be able to do that.
A packed house here in Fond du Lac for the sectional semifinal. I got news out of the Champion Center. Nina Hortonville-Monash leads 2-1 in the first period right now. And let's play hockey, says Timmy Mathwig. Baker will take the draw against Riker Thomas. Battle for it ensues. Westergaard comes out with it. Fires it in deep, and the Ledgers will give chase. Anton Wida steps behind his net. Pass in the middle, stolen by Baker. Baker shoots. Bouncing puck in front. Loose in front into the chest of Wida. Still loose. Couple quick chances for the Ledgers. Puck comes out the other way. Trip Roboleski. Pass in the middle of the ice. Toe drag move over to Roboleski. He shoots. Glove save by Memphis Young. And the crowd and the student section's going nuts.
Man, it's just electric in here. I mean, the Warbirds game was great. It was a great atmosphere, but this is a whole nother level.
I almost thought we might have been brought in offsides there on the chance, and was brought in by Andrew Osterman, but he made a move at the line, and I thought it might have been offsides. But couple quick chances, a bouncing puck that Anton Whitus made a good stop on, and then a point-blank opportunity and a good save on the glove hand side from Memphis Young. Baker wins it cleanly back. Wagner rims it up the wall, not going to come out though. Thomas gets it stolen by Gabe Brown, dumped back in deep by the point though. That was Anthony Ante. Fired over from Flood to Wagner to Gabe Brown. Brown, cross-ice pass, knocked out of the air by Westergaard, goes all the way back to the defenseman though. Drew Heil up the boards. Stolen in the neutral zone by Flood, chips it off the glass, goes into the zone. Heil will pick it up at his right circle. Heil, pass to nobody, it'll be an ice.
Yeah, nobody there.
Armani's Fisher's line will come out. We got a YouTube chatter ready. Aaron coming in there with the update. I just mentioned that. Speaking of updates, happy birthday to backup goaltender for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, and also his twin, Callie, just played a game. Callie and Cade Rotman turned 16 today. Armani Fisher will take the draw. Welcome back. Stelmacher shoots just wide. Fisher wins the draw cleanly. Atkinson chips it into the neutral zone. Fired back in by Jackson Sabel. Picked up behind his net and coming out. Chipped all the way up. That's Kai Wilcox. Heath Brown off the boards. Rebeck chips it to Armani Fisher. He goes around one man. Fisher got a chance. Walks in. Shoots short side. Glove save by Anton Whitus. Not much room there. Anton Whitus, a bigger guy, took up a lot of the net there.
Yeah, he's taken down, and he's cutting down the angles here early. I've been impressed so far. Obviously, we've only seen about a minute and 10 seconds so far, but It's going to be huge. Obviously, this Ledger's offense is very dangerous and high potent. They can score pretty much at any time they want to.
Top lines for both teams going to come out. They're going to see a lot of line matching tonight. I thought Coach Colleen could have did a little bit of a better job at that against Bayport. He just didn't seem to get it done. Brown off the draw, fires it wide. Ledger's doing a pretty good job in the face-off circle early here. Flood gets it from Wagner, back to Wagner. Baker lost it, chip back into the zone. Nathan Ante throws it cross ice off a stick of the Ledger. It's no ice. Wagner wins the race to it, fires it into the skates. Flood gets it, throws it up the wall to Austin Westergaard. Westergaard chips it into the neutral zone. Drew Heil throws it over. Ante at the red line gets it in deep, but Wagner keeps it off the chest of Ante. Comes back out. Quick up, finds his man in the middle of the ice. That's Trip Roboleski. Roboleski spins, thought about dropping it to Osterman, does not. Comes around with it, Wagner chips it off the glass. Westergaard picks it up. Backhand pass, cross ice, knocked out of the air by Roboleski, goes off the boards. Finds Jack O'Brien. O'Brien chips it around Flood, but Jackson Sabel will be good to it. He had a very good game against Bayport. Brown, Gabe Brown in his own zone, has it stolen. O'Brien gets it poked off by Gabe Brown, 2-on-2 the other way with Austin Westergaard. Brown cuts in, down the backhand, on the outside, throws the pass out front, just too far. Armani Fisher picks it up, tries to get it in deep, can't get it around his man. Picked up by Carson Schrader in his own zone. Schrader will bring it out, throws it over, finds Jack O'Brien. Actually, that's Jake Molaski. Molaski dumps it in deep, Stelmacher gets to it. Will Stelmacher chips into the neutral zone, bouncing puck, finds Khalil Rebeck. Rebeck picks it up in his own. Throws a pass out front. Anton Whitus knocked it down. Fisher gets to it. Dumps it back in deep. It's coming all the way hard around. Ian Aitkins trying to win it. Chipped up by Owen Atkinson all the way out. It's going to go through Sabel, no ice. Big bouncing pucks that if they're not going to get touched and the defenseman gets a chance on it, they're going to wave everything off tonight. Goes through the defenseman. Tate Baker's going to pick it up. Baker waiting for some help. Nathan Ante steals and a nice move around Tate Baker. Kai Wilcox throws it cross ice. Trying to find Atkinson. Flood poked it away from Atkinson. He'll get it back though. Flood drops it to Tate Baker. Over to Ty Wagner. Wagner spins and chips it up the wall to Gabe Brown. Brown throws a pass off of Wilcox up in the air. Dumps back in deep by Riker Thomas. Wagner behind his net, picks it up, drops it to Westergaard. Chip pass. Ty Wagner. Wagner will bring it out. He'll chip it over to the boards. Westergaard tries to win the race, chipped out. Good defensive play by Braden Hart. Wagner gets physical, knocks it away. Here comes Riker Thomas through the neutral zone. Thomas down the left wing, working on Gabe Brown. Good defensive play from Brown. Chipped all the way out by Westergaard. It's going to have the legs for an ice. The Ledger's going to get a change.
Yeah, just a fast-paced game overall. Both teams moved around on the ice, moving the puck pretty well, and yeah, a little bit different than the girls' game, like you said. I mean, there's full body contact, obviously, for the men's.
We're 3:02 or 4:02 into this now, and it has been back and forth. Both teams kind of good neutral zone opportunities. The Ledger's crowd is into it tonight. Picking it up in an offensive zone. Jake Molaski spins away, goes behind the net, looks around, throws a backhand pass up top. Nathan Ante fires it over to his partner. Chucky Bird blocked in front. Rebeck chips into the neutral zone. Stelmacher will give chase. Chucky Bird's going to get to it, fired up the wall. Jackson Sabel has it poked away. Chance for a 2-on-1. O'Brien's got it. Heath Brown closes him off. Good play from Heath Brown. Jackson Sabel lost it. Chip back. Jake Molaski shoots. Paddled away by Memphis Young. Stelmacher chips. Molaski steals. Coming the other way, Brown throws it cross ice. Rebeck can't get a stick on it. And picking it up in his own zone, but it'll be an ice. It would have been Drew Heil trying to get to it. Ledgers will send their top line against the third line. Nope, they're going to yank that line right off and go with a line match. Good job here from Coach Mike Skadinski to make sure that he's getting his line matching.
Yeah, for sure. That was a really good stick save there by Memphis Young to steer that one to the corner as well.
Tate Baker will take the draw against Riker Thomas. Thomas wins it back to Heil on the point. Heil shoots. Loose in front. Rebound bounces around. Memphis got the first one, but it's still loose. Thomas fires it out front in the skates of his man Roboleski. Battled for it. Westergaard knocks his man down, gives it over to Gabe Brown. 2-on-2 the other way with Ty Wagner. Actually, that's Preston Flood. He goes around the outside, shoots, blockered away. Chip pass, can't get it through Baker. Kept in by Flood. Flood down to Brown. Good stick by Heil. Baker couldn't pick it up on the rim. Pass in the middle of the ice, finds his man, Riker Thomas, a 3-on-1. Walking in, shooting, blocked by Wagner. Ty Wagner sells out. Tipped into the neutral zone, here comes Armani Fisher. Fisher steals it from Drew Heil, but Heil gets it back. Heil throws it in the middle, hits Osterman. He lost it. Sobel chips it up. Didn't realize he's got Rebeck in the middle, just couldn't get it to him. Osterman spins in his own zone and comes out with it. Andrew Osterman throws it over. Chipped all the way out and down the ice by Brandon Hart. Pass over for Heath Brown. Cross ice pass goes through the skates of Fisher, comes all the way back, picked up by Dominic Mader. Mader stolen by Rebeck. Rebeck dumps it in on a goaltender, Mr. Whitus, and he'll cover. We'll have an offensive zone faceoff for the Ledgers. Faceoffs, the Ledgers have controlled it. A couple, as of recent, the Notre Dame's won the last two, but before that, the Ledgers had been controlling the faceoff circle.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to talk about that block down there in the Ledger zone. That's just fantastic. Lay out, sell out for your team, and he might have just saved a goal there.
Yeah, Braden Hart had a good chance, but that's one that I would say that's selfish hockey by Braden Hart. Shot from the point, and bouncing puck from Wagner. Whitus says that. He had a 3-on-1, and he elects to shoot that, and Wagner sells out and blocks it.
Yeah, exactly. And, that's one where you almost fake the shot and then slide it on over on the back door. But regardless, still a great block.
Armani Fisher to take the draw. Won by, I believe that's Colin Campbell. Actually, that was Ian Aitken in his own zone. Aitken gets it back, fires it over to Mader. Dom Mader up the wall. Chipped in by Kai Wilcox. Ty Wagner's going to get to it first. He's out there with Jackson Sobel this time. Wilcox steals it, though. Wilcox gets bumped by Rebeck. Gets it back. Wagner steals. Gets it to Stelmacher. Stelmacher behind the goal line. Throws it all the way into the neutral zone. Mader could have made an attempt for it. Good call from the official to leave that alone. Mader kind of made it look like he couldn't have made an attempt and turned the other way. On the stick of Atkinson. Owen Atkinson throws a backhand pass. Comes all the way through. Osterman tries to win the race, but Heath Brown gets to it first. Battle for it, thrown out front, loose in front, battle and puck along the line, and Memphis Young says no once again. The battle from Memphis Young in the crease tonight has been fantastic.
Yeah, you can tell that he wants this one, and he's doing everything he can to battle early on in this one and keep this a 0-0 game.
Trying to see if why my replay's not working. We'll check it in a second here. Hopefully it'll figure itself out in a second here. If not, I'll be able to fix it in a minute. Baker will take the draw. Won by Riker Thomas, back to the point. Brendan Hart fires it behind the net. Picked up by Heil. Drew Heil throws it out front. Comes behind the net. Osterman gets hit by Heath Brown. Good defensive play from Heath Brown. Now Gabe Brown hits him. Heath Brown rims it around for Austin Westergaard. Westergaard drops it down to Flood. Over to Heath Brown. Brown, quick up to Gabe. Gabe gets it in the neutral zone. Tate Baker tries to pick it up. And a pinch. That's a good call. Defenseman stepped. Baker got it. Poked off his stick by Drew Heil. Good defensive play. Heil rims it up the wall. Roboleski chips. Can't keep it out. Wagner gets it in. Ledgers go for a change. Into the skates of his man. Roboleski throws it cross ice for Drew Heil. Brown's still out there. Blankenheim out there now with Armani Fisher. Shot blocked by Flood. Almost went in. It just went just wide. Kept it at the line by O'Brien. Molaski can't find his man. He gets it back, though. Jake Molaski throws a pass up front. Pad saved by Memphis Young. Brown, pass for Blankenheim. Finds nobody. Mader gets it. Dom Mader in his own zone behind his net. Reverses play. Finds Nathan Ante. Up the wall it goes. Ty Wagner will pick it up in the neutral zone. Wagner throws a board pass for Blankenheim. Logan Blankenheim trying to get it deep. Cannot. Here comes Jack O'Brien the other way. O'Brien down the right wing wall. Spins out of there. Cuts it and flips it straight in the air. And they blew a whistle, but I don't think that hit anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it, like you said, I thought it just went right up, but maybe it must have touched the net.
I want to thank the 194 computers that are logged in here. Get into that YouTube chat. Let me know where you're watching from, who your favorite player is. Whether you're a Ledgers fan or a Tritons fan, it does not matter.
Yeah, again, we're here for great hockey. Obviously, we're covering the Ledgers, but we're also here for some great hockey. Me and Justin obviously both played hockey. We both played college hockey as well.
Sobel rims it off the wall. Picked up by Ty Wagner in his own zone. Brown Chips it to Westergaard. Here we go. Austin Westergaard with speed. Cuts in the middle. Makes one move. Westergaard poked off his stick. Backhander fired wide by Tate Baker. Spinning away. Nathan Ante gets around Westergaard. Puck comes out. Off the wall, trying to pick it up. Kai Wilcox chips it around Jackson Sobel. Throws it off the boards. Too far for his man. Here comes Preston Flood with speed down the left wing wall. Flood tries to lower the shoulder. Spins away. Got Fisher coming off the bench. He hits him. Comes off the boards. He couldn't handle it. Bounced over his stick. Owen Atkinson comes the other way. Atkinson in a 1-on-3. Gets hit by Heath Brown. Good defensive play by Stelmacher and Heath Brown. Quick pass to Westergaard. Westergaard chips it all the way across ice. Stelmacher knocks it down, picks it up, dumps it in deep. Ledgers are content with dumping and chasing, but sometimes they have more time and space than they realize.
Right, and I think that might be something that they're going to have to talk about in the intermission.
Atkinson chips it off the wall. Too far for his man, Osterman. Stelmacher throws a saucer over to Ty Wagner. Has it bounce off the glass. Wagner plays it back to himself. Throws it over to Heath Brown. Brown up the wall. Fisher chips it off the boards. Comes out in the neutral zone. Knocked down. Stolen by Armani Fisher. Makes a move around one man. Fisher dumps it in deep. Reverse hit by Armani Fisher. Throws a big one on Andrew Osterman. Pass goes behind his man. Picked up by Osterman. Osterman has it poked off his stick. Good defensive play by Jackson Sobel. Fisher bumps his man. Coming the other way. Roboleski has it stolen. Good defensive play once again by Ty Wagner. Cross ice flip. Bouncing puck going to hit Rebeck in stride. Rebeck claps it on net. In glove save by Whitus. Struggled with that one a little bit. Almost put in his own net by Ante as well. Nathan Ante spins away from both men. Comes out behind the net. Looking up top for Roboleski. Westergaard knocks it down. Pass goes back to Jackson Sobel. Over to Tate Baker. He dumps it in deep. I'm going to say Baker didn't get a stick on it. I thought he did.
Yeah, so they're going to come all the way down for an icing here.
Michael Wheeler, guess I'm cheering for Notre Dame, says since they have 4 or 5 players that should have played for the Stars.
I'm guessing that's the
Fox
City
Cities?
Stars, yep.
And again, Mike, this should be a good one here. Speaking of good ones, CWC in overtime with Reedsville over on Jeff's live stream as well in girls basketball. Winner of that will take on Oakfield. Oakfield took down Stockbridge by winner of 46. Shot, glove save by Whitus, and he was off his ankle, Caleb.
He was just a little bit, and trying to beat him with him off his ankle, but sticks his glove out and able to snag that one. Saw it the whole way.
Ledger's leading in shots 6-4, but I would say chances have come prevalently more on the Notre Dame end.
Yeah, in terms of chances and pace of play, it's kind of leaning towards Notre Dame.
Westergaard will take the draw. Ledger's crowd trying to get him back into it. One back by Riker Thomas. Pass comes out front. Brown's going to walk into it. Gabe Brown shoots. Blocker save by Whitus. Knocked down by Andrew Osterman. He'll bring it out. Osterman cuts all the way around the outside, spins away, drops it back. Walking in, Roboleski lost it. Heil walks in, shoots it wide. And a penalty coming to the Ledgers. To the power play will go Notre Dame. Pass goes up the wall, comes all the way down. Flood's going to play it. And the first power play of the game will come via the trip on Austin Westergaard. And one of your better penalty killers for the Ledgers will go to the box.
Right, and again, this Ledgers power penalty kill, has done phenomenal all season long, but that's also in part because of Austin Westergaard. And so now he's in the box, and they're going to have to figure it out without him.
Gabe Brown will stay out. He'll come out with Armani Fisher. Riker Thomas will take the draw against him. Owen Atkinson, Drew Heil, Nathan Ante, and Trip Roboleski out there for this power play unit for Notre Dame. Ante's got it up top. Drops it down to his man on the left wing wall. Ante walks the line, gives it over to Drew Heil. Heil up top. Ante drops it down. One-timer man out front. Tried a little bump play for Roboleski, couldn't find him. Drew Heil will pick it up on the right point. He'll drop it down. Pass out front, tipped wide. Atkinson got a stick on it. Good look from Trip Roboleski. Riker Thomas steals. Gabe Brown battling hard, trying to get that puck out. Ante on the line. Gets it over to Drew Heil. Heil walks down Broadway. Blocker save by Memphis Young. Wagner gets knocked down. Flood fires it up the wall. Not going to come out. Knocked down by Nathan Ante at the line. 1:10 to go in the power play. Heil walks in, shoots. Stick save. Memphis into the netting. Boy, does Memphis look good today, Caleb.
Yeah, he looks locked in, really, and that's what they need. They need him to be on his A game. And again, it's the playoffs. Coming off a great game against Bayport, and he's done it again here so far in this first period.
More live Rebecks and Springs and number 28, Khalil. Speaking of Khalil, he's out there with Tate Baker. Jack O'Brien comes out to take the draw out there as well with Ian Aitken, Dom Mater, and Brandon Hart, who shoots and a glove save. An easy one for Memphis Young. And Rosterman out there as well.
Yeah, and the more shots that he sees, the more comfortable he's going to get, and that's huge for his confidence out there as well.
And we talk about Memphis. He's the things we've seen with Memphis, he sits back in his crease a little bit too much, but he's out challenging tonight so far.
Yeah, and he has to be. You know, this is a great Notre Dame squad.
Osterman shoots and scores off the faceoff. It's 1-0 Notre Dame on the power play. Andrew Osterman makes it 1-0.
Yeah, the Notre Dame Tritons able to take advantage of that power play that they had. You know, Springs has a good penalty kill, but there was just too much going on with that Notre Dame offense.
Interested to see what the assists will be there, and that might be an unassisted goal because Khalil Rebeck had that puck at a point. Tate Baker will take the draw against Riker Thomas. Draw one by Tate Baker. Jackson Sobel chips it to Westergaard. Osterman battles with him. Jackson Sobel gets it. Assist went to Jack O'Brien. Brown fires it over to Sobel. Over to Westergaard. Good movement in the neutral zone. Westergaard walks the line. Shoots it on net into the glove of Anton Whitus. Too easy for Anton Whitus.
Yeah, just trying to throw that one, I think, on net. And again, Whitus saw it the whole way, able to track that one down. Just glove it and hold on for the whistle.
Guy Wilcox will replace Osterman. He was out there for the power play, so he's a little tired. Westergaard will take the draw against Riker Thomas once again. And Thomas wins it once again. Heil gets to it in his own zone, tries to go up the wall. Westergaard bumps in. Wilcox chips it over to his man, kept in by Jackson Sobel. Sobel chips it in deep. Nathan Ante wins the race to it. Gabe Brown hounds him. Number 3-on-3 battle. Pass goes up the wall. Trying to chip it out. Westergaard steals, makes a move. Westergaard shoots just wide. Austin Westergaard just missed the outside of the post. He dumps it back in deep. Picked up by Gabe Brown with a good pickup. Brown spins, throws it out front. Nobody home. Good defensive play. Brown walks, drops to Armani Fisher up top. Wagner, Flood. Flood spins on the backhand in deep. Drew Heil will win the race to it, rimming up the wall, but Flood's going to keep it in at the line. Flood walks the line, shoots just into the glove of Anton Whitus. Armani Fisher couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, Fisher in front, tried to take away the eyes of Whitus, but Whitus doing a great job looking around the screen, and again, he's out at the top of his crease as well. So getting pucks to the net, but the Ledgers need to take away Whitus's eyes here.
He's a bigger guy, so it's going to be difficult, so it might just be a tip thing. Stelmacher walks in, shoots, blocked in front. Dom Mater knocked it down. Coming the other way with a pass in the middle of the ice. Finds Brandon Hart. Hart will bring it into the right wing, working around Preston Flood. Throws it back in deep, goes wide of Memphis Young, had a man Atkinson on the back door. Atkinson gets it though, drops it up to Brandon Hart. Hart makes a move around Rebeck. Can't get all the way through. Drops it up top, walking the line, Atkinson. Slap shot into the glove of Memphis Young. Again, Memphis Young gave up that one, but I mean, he has looked good so far.
Yeah, he's looked good beyond that one, and even that one, it's a tough one to give up because you're on the penalty kill, and it was just a great shot really to beat him on the blocker side high.
And again, another good job of line matching. The Osterman, Thomas, and Trip Roboleski line comes right out against the Westergaard Brown. It looks like instead of Tate Baker, we have Brody Highland on this line right now. Draw one back. Roboleski dumps it in deep to Riker Thomas. Thomas pokes it. Backhand pass stolen by Gabe Brown coming the other way. Here comes Gabe Brown on the left wing. Brown looks around. Tries to spin around. Trip Roboleski cannot. Brown chips it. Can't get it through anybody. Here comes Riker Thomas on a 1-on-3. Thomas chips it over. Osterman back to Thomas. Thomas short side almost tucked it home. Roboleski shoots blocked in front. Here comes Westergaard behind his net. Makes a move in the middle of the ice. Austin Westergaard comes down the left wing wall. Westergaard chips it around Drew Heil. He'll get to it. He'll win the race. Tries to spin. He needs some help. Looking around for help. Kicks it below the goal line. Goes to Will Stelmacher. Stelmacher should drop it to the point. When he tries to go deep, he does to Austin Westergaard. Westergaard backhand pass to Armani Fisher. Couldn't hold on to it. Here comes Andrew Osterman through the neutral zone. The goal scorer for the Tritons. He'll dump it in deep. Wagner steals. Fires it over to Armani Fisher. Fisher picks it up. Gives it to Jackson Sobel. Poked back in the zone, but Fisher gets to it. Chips it off the glass. Comes out. Here comes Khalil Rebeck. Chips it around Dom Mater. Mater got a stick on it. Goes to Brandon Hart. Hart chips it up to Jack O'Brien. Bryant chips it through his man and dumps it in deep. Preston Flood in his own zone will pick it up. 1:50 to go in the period. Stelmacher gives it back to Flood. Over to Rebeck. Rebeck looks around, tries to throw it through Jack O'Brien. It's in his pants.
Yeah, not much you can do, when the puck's there and you don't know it.
Ledgers are looking pass first every time here, and sometimes they need to skate it. They have time and space. Notre Dame's cutting down passing lanes, but not putting a ton of pressure on them when they're skating the puck.
Right, like you said, and that's something we talked about back at the 7:50 mark in the period, and then the Ledgers are really going to have to make that adjustment if they want to try to get back into this one.
Armani Fisher will take the draw. He wins it back. He's been very good in the face-off circle. Rebeck tries to pick it up off the boards, but Fisher dumps it in. Ian Aitken picks it up. Aitken looks around, throws a pass. Owen Atkinson on the stick. Atkinson up the left wing wall, shoots, blocked by Heath Brown. Atkinson wins the race, fires it out front, knocked down by Preston Flood. Armani Fisher chips it up in the air, gets it over his man. Chance the other way, Stelmacher and Rebeck. Here comes Stelmacher down the right wing. Stelmacher, backdoor pass to Rebeck. Tapped it wide. Stelmacher gets around the check of Kai Wilcox. And puck's going to stay inside. Face-off kicked off the net was Anton Whitus, and that was the best chance of the game from the Ledgers, and pitchforked back through the crease by Khalil Rebeck.
Yeah, and it came, again, that odd man rush, it came on the pinch of the defenseman trying to jump up in the air and glove that one down. Not able to even get a hand on it.
Good long flip by Armani Fisher from his own zone. Had some backspin on it as well. Top line matchup. 1:18 to go to period. Westergaard will take the draw. One back by Riker Thomas. Drew Heil gets bumped by Westergaard. Riker Thomas throws a board pass. And it was offsides. Tate Baker couldn't keep it in at the line.
Yeah, and I thought it was, and everyone else kind of was yelling off as well on the Notre Dame side.
That seemed to be a call from the bench because that official, he can't see that. He can't. I'm sorry. He's in no man's land after he drops that puck. He didn't get back to the blue line in time.
Right, and that's why I thought it was a little bit delayed as well.
Heil fires it over. Brandon Hart chips it up. Chip just inside the line. Wagner chips it into the neutral zone. Poked through by Gabe Brown. All the way back into his own zone, and behind the goal line, Osterman gives chase. Brown spins away from Andrew Osterman, gives the pass over. Wagner has it hop his stick. Heil tries to keep it the line, he does. Drew Heil walks the wall, shoots. Blocked in front by Tate Baker, fired off the wall. Gabe Brown's going to have to win the race. He will. Here comes Gabe Brown. Brown makes a move around one man, gets it to Ty Wagner. Wagner cuts all the way through the middle of the ice. Wagner cuts to the outside, shoots, pad save, loose in front. Westergaard couldn't get a stick on it. Coming the other way, 3-on-2 chance, but a good back check from Ty Wagner. All the way to the outside, cross-ice pass, Osterman. Osterman backdoor, tipped into the chest of Memphis Young. He's made some great saves, but it finds its way home. It's Brandon Hart, and Notre Dame Academy Tritons lead 2-0, and nothing really Memphis Young could do. He made some great saves, he just lost his net.
Right, like you said, Memphis battling hard, making a couple saves. He made 2 or 3 saves right there, and then all of a sudden the puck kind of just squirts in, and you can't fault him for the effort, but that's one of those where you wish you had a defenseman in front trying to whack the puck loose, or try to put it in front of you and try to clear that thing away. But relentless pursuit by Notre Dame, not giving up on the puck, and that's one where it's huge. You stop on the rebound instead of skating back behind the net and continuing your momentum.
Highland loses the draw. Wilcox comes in with it, but Sobel pokes it away. Ante gets the assist. The 2 defenseman pairing, 9 seconds to go down the period, would be a drastic thing if the Ledgers got scored on right here. Memphis Young knocks the puck away all over the line. Mater shoots it on net. It's going to get knocked down. It's now 2-0 lead for Notre Dame Academy. A good game, or a good period so far from Anton Whitus. Ledger's not doing a good enough job in front of Memphis Young. And we'll step aside. We'll be back with some stats after these messages.
Themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
How to prepare for retirement can feel uncertain, but with a multi-year guarantee annuity from Thrivent, you earn a guaranteed fixed interest rate over a span of multiple consecutive years of your choosing, so you know exactly what you have and how long you have it. To learn more, contact a Thrivent financial advisor.
Jonathan Leonard here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the WIAA and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford, and we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Welcome to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome back here for the intermission report on Jeff's live streams. A couple things to talk about here. Anton Whitus, 10 of 10, and Memphis Young goes 7 of 9. You say Memphis Young goes 7 of 9, but he played a very, very good period, and to be honest, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, no, he really did, and he's made some huge saves for the Ledgers, and he's a big part in why this game is only 2-0, really. And his defense has struggled at times in clearing people out in front of the net and leaving some of the Notre Dame Academy Tritons open in front.
And your goals for the period went on a penalty that was taken by Austin Westergaard at the 11:09 mark for tripping. And a power play goal by the second unit scored by Andrew Osterman off the draw. Got it tapped around. Jack O'Brien tapped it over to him, and he ripped it over the blocker side of Memphis Young from point-blank range. That made it 1-0. And then at the end of the period with just 21 seconds left, and you can't give up goals that late in the period. You can't give up goals in that last minute. Well, 16:39 mark, Brandon Hart tapped one home, and it was just a battle around, and it found its way home behind Memphis Young. The puck kind of rattled around. Assist went on that one to Nathan Ante. And that's how we stand 2-0. But I'm going to go back to that goal. Obviously, I can't go back and show you this on this. If I could have like the NHL stuff where I could draw on there, I'd show you what I meant here. So that play ended up being a 3-on-3 because it was a fantastic back check from Ty Wagner. Now I'm going to pick on Ty Wagner. Ty Wagner, when you come back on a back check, Caleb, I know obviously you were a goaltender, but you see this. This is all in front of you. When a player comes back on the back check, what is the first thing he's taught? Come through the middle of the ice. Well, Ty Wagner went directly to the puck carrier. I know Coach talked about it in the beginning on that broadcast. In his interview, he said, well, the best player in the world, Austin Matthews, he got caught puck watching on the game winner. The puck went right to Connor McDavid. It's the same thing. Wagner goes back through his man. He's got to come back through the middle of the ice. The guy who ends up scoring is the guy that he should have picked up in Brandon Hart.
Right. Yeah, like you said, it comes down to it's just those little things that you can get away with earlier on in the season, but when it comes time to playoffs and against obviously a top team in the state like Notre Dame, they're going to capitalize on any chance they can get.
And one other thing that I have noticed here is Springs has the last change. So when I say the last change, the official gets to put his arm up. And he puts his arm up, and then Springs has a chance to change after he puts his arm up. Well, Coach Kevin Colleen, he's letting his guys go out earlier than that. He's got to make sure that Notre Dame doesn't get a chance to line match that Riker Thomas, Andrew Osterman, and Rovalesky line against his top line. He needs to try to get his top line against some other lines to get them some time and space, because right now Notre Dame's playing as a unit with speed, and the puck movement has been fantastic. And don't get me wrong, the Ledgers are out shooting them, but they're not out playing them.
Yeah, definitely. And we kind of talked about this in the Warbirds game. You know, the Warbirds won 5-1, but they got severely outshot. They almost got outshot 2-1, but it's not all about beating them in shots. You also got to have quality scoring chances, and you also got to play good defense as well, because, you know, you get 10 shots from the blue line. Doesn't really say a whole lot, but, you know, you get 10 or 5 grade A 2-on-1s or like a breakaway or something like that. I mean, they start to stack up, and you take advantage of those, especially here in the playoffs.
And you know the Ledgers, they want to try to spread out the ice and get a north-south game where they can try to get some home run passes. But against a team like this, it ain't going to work. You have to try to change something. Something's got to click. Khalil Reback had a great chance to bury one home. I get it. He didn't tuck it. But it's the playoffs. You got to bear down on your bottom hand. And that's why he tapped it wide, because he had a loose stick. You bear down on your bottom hand. You have a wide open net. You had the whole 4x6 to tuck it home.
Yep, definitely. And I think Coach Colleen's going to be talking to them in the locker room. He's done a great job making coaching adjustments throughout the whole season. So I have the most confidence in him that he's going to be talking to his team and telling them exactly kind of what they need to do, and it's going to be up to them to make those adjustments and changes here in the second period.
And I talked about jam, and right now Notre Dame's got the jam. They're more physical. They're faster. They're doing everything. They're winning all the puck races. I mean, the only thing I would say Springs is winning on, well, other than shots, is faceoffs. And at some point tonight, that will lead to something because you know what? I always say this, possession, and you're winning faceoffs like the Ledgers are right now. Something's going to go well for them off a faceoff. But as of right now, Notre Dame's controlling the game, and they're winning 2-0.
Right, yeah, exactly like you said. And in this first couple minutes here, the second period, the Ledgers are going to have to come out and make a statement and set the tone here and try to get back into this game.
Like as I always said this, whether it's a big hit, a good save, something, just something, a good quality scoring chance. I mean, the crowd's not out of it. The Ledger student section's been trying to get their team going. Well, but to me, here's what I'm going to say. You got to get yourself into this game. You're obviously in the game, but you need a big hit. You need something, just something to fire up your bench and get them into it and get the boys rolling.
Just give you enough, a little bit more momentum to get you over that hump and find the back of the net.
All right, we're going to step aside. 2:15 left on the clock. We'll be back with second period action on the road to Middleton. Notre Dame leads this one 2-0 in the 2-3 matchup in Section 3 on Jeff's live streams.
When you're able to connect your finances and your gifts of giving and time and talent, it really helps fulfill my desire to be part of a greater good.
Jonathan Leonard here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the WIAA and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Tritons Financial. Thanks. God bless.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Sam's Well Drilling.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. Ledger's a little bit late getting out here, but they just get on the ice. Shots 10-9. Saves Anton Whitus 10 of 10, and Memphis Young went 7 of 9, and we're just about ready for the second period. Ledgers, we need to said, they got to punch him in the mouth early in this period. They got to find a way to try to get something going.
Madison Edgewood beat Middleton 7-1.
7-1, wow. Middleton was a pretty good team this year. There you go, Tom Mystic Soul. There's your answer for you. 8:43, start of period 2. Riker Thomas will take it against Tate Baker the same way we started period 1.
It's rocking here. I got to have two hands on the camera.
Yeah. Draw one by Thomas. Heil gives it to his man, gets it back from him, and chipped into the bench and almost hit the backup goaltender.
Yep. Again, backup goalie's always got to be aware. You never know when the puck's going to come your way.
That's why they make them wear helmets in high school.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why they can't get away with wearing the no face shield bucket on the bench like they do in juniors in the NHL. And Riker Thomas takes a draw again. He wins it back. Chipped in by Trip Roboleski. Gets bumped by Tate Baker. Ty Wagner picks it up behind his goal line. Gives it over to Preston Flood. Quick up to Austin Westergaard. Westergaard lost it, but it comes all the way back into the neutral zone to Drew Heil. Heil over to Nathan Ante. Ante finds Osterman, the first goal scorer for the Tritons. Gets it over to his man. Walking in, Riker Thomas. Gets around Ty Wagner. Chips it through Gabe Brown. Up top, Nathan Ante. Drops it down to Osterman. Osterman throws a cross-ice pass. Ante backhands it in deep. Flood chips it up the wall. Osterman stolen by Gabe Brown. Brown gives it over to Ty Wagner up the left-hand wall. Wagner dumps it into the backhand. Dom Mader picks it up. Mader throws a backhand pass, stolen by Westergaard. He couldn't get all of it, though. Wagner chips it down to Westergaard, goes all the way around. Fisher's going to try to beat Mader to it. He does. Dumps it all the way back around. Nobody's home, so Notre Dame's going to get a chance to wind it up here. Roboleski down the left wing. Gets it chipped around Jackson Sobel. Throws a pass up top, stolen by Stelmacher. Stelmacher chips into the neutral zone. Knocked down by the hand of Ian Aitken. Drops it back to his defenseman. Brandon Hart's got it. The most recent goal scorer goes through Stelmacher. He stepped, no ice. Wagner goes back up the wall. Aitken gets pinned. Stelmacher. Atkinson goes up top. Hart shot blocked by Armani Fisher. Kai Wilcox in the corner. Working on Jackson Sobel. Cycles it down low. Fisher bumps his man. Wilcox gets it back. One-timer fired it high into the netting. I actually think Memphis Young got a piece of it.
Yep, I was just going to say that as well. I think he did get a piece of that one to send it out of play. Again, good job by him staying tight on that post and cutting down that angle, because some good guys will be able to snipe you over the corner short side there.
At one point, I would say I was that good guy, but not anymore. Tate Baker will take the draw. He'll take it against Aitken. Aitken wins it in his feet, still loose, but Westergaard gets to it, chips it around his man, chips into the neutral zone, gets hit hard by Ian Aitken. Ante fires it over to Aitken. Aitken chips into the neutral zone, stolen by Preston Flood. Flood cuts all the way around to the outside. Flood has it poked off his stick by Atkinson. Heath Brown throws it up to Tate Baker. Baker dumps it into the backhand. Gabe Brown will give chase. Drew Heil will win the race, rims it back up the wall in a reverse play. Heil gets hammered by Gabe Brown. Westergaard tries to steal it, cannot. Numbers the other way. Quick pass, Ante. He's got speed down the left-hand wall. Ante, one-timer. Atkinson, he fanned on it. Big hit from Austin Westergaard on Owen Atkinson. And that's what I'm talking about. The Ledgers need something like that to get them going. And here comes Westergaard. Gabe Brown, toe drag shot, wide. Loose in front, over the stick of Armani Fisher. Here comes Andrew Osterman down the right wing. Osterman, fanned on the pass. Gets bumped by Tag Wagner. Wagner picks it up, chips it up the wall. Westergaard chips it all the way through. Dom Mader goes down for an ice. But maybe that's the energy the Ledgers need. A massive hit from Austin Westergaard.
Just absolutely lit him up there in the corner. And again, it's a perfectly legal hit, so I love seeing it. Great energy by the Ledgers. Again, that's Westergaard, captain of this team, setting the pace here for the Ledgers.
Jack O'Brien will take the draw for Notre Dame against Armani Fisher. Wins it back to Dom Mader on the point. Mader drops it down to Jake Molaski. Molaski walks in the middle of the ice, shoots, blocked in front by Jackson Sobel. We've said his name a lot today. He's been very good defensively. Armani Fisher rubs his man off. Dumps it back down. O'Brien tries to hound Wagner. Here comes Ty Wagner spinning away from everybody. He'll bring it up with speed. Wagner chips it around. Jake Molaski gets it back. Comes in through the zone, shoots, blocker, saved. Struggling with that one was Anton Whitus. Dumped back in by Armani Fisher. Brendan Hart's going to win the race to it. Stelmacher steps into him, gives him a big bump. Carson Trader chips into the neutral zone. Jackson Sobel will pick it up, drop it back to Preston Flood. Flood throws it up the wall, chipped in by Stelmacher. He couldn't get all of it. It goes back to the point to Brandon Hart. Chipped down by Armani Fisher, but Dom Mader gets to it. Mader rims it back up the wall. Jake Molaski has it poked off his stick. Chipped back up, Stelmacher dumps it in. It went off the stick of Rebeck, no ice. He waved it off, no ice, and the official waved it off, so I don't know why he waved it off. I don't know if he was waving off the icing or off sides.
That's what is tough, I will say that. The back official here had the signal for the icing, and then there was the guy over there, the linesman.
He's going to say he got a stick on it, but it should be in the neutral zone.
Yep, so that tells me that he was trying to wave off the icing, yeah.
And he was vocal with it. I don't understand why that whistle would have been blown. He was vocal with it, so that's why the faceoff comes in the neutral zone. Tate Baker will go against Riker Thomas. Thomas Roboleski Yeah, and Osterman out there with Heil and Ante on D, and it's one back to Ante in his own zone, but it hopped his stick. Westergaard will try to force him one way. He does. Westergaard steals. Backhand pass out front. Brown on the backhand. Tipped it wide. Loose. Baker couldn't get a stick on it. Here comes Riker Thomas. Throws it cross ice. Andrew Osterman. He gets angled off by Heath Brown. He pins him up. Westergaard has it poked away. Trip Roboleski gets to it. Roboleski battles with Westergaard. Ledger's got to realize they have nobody covering the point right now. And a pass that shouldn't have got to the point does get to the point. Ante throws it backdoor. Backhander goes wide. Baker steals in his own zone, gets it up to Gabe Brown. Brown comes in on the red line, fires it cross corner, gloved in by Anton Whitus. Picked up Drew Heil. Heil will throw it cross ice. Good stick from Rebeck. Roboleski chips it back to Ante, Nathan Ante. Boy, has he been very good for this Notre Dame Tritons team today. You can tell there's a reason that Nathan Ante's the captain of this team. Drop back. Here comes Ty Wagner. Two Tritons run into each other. Stelmacher cross ice chip onto the stick of Flood. Flood walks in, looks around. Got a man. Got Ty Wagner spinning down the back door. Didn't see him. Spins away from one man, spins away from another, throws a pass to nobody. Too much from Preston Flood. Wagner goes up the boards of Flood. Chipped in around Armani Fisher. Picked up by Max Nuff. Nuff gets it over to the defenseman. Chipped up the boards by Brandon Hart. Comes out of the neutral zone. Ty Wagner. Wagner throws it in the middle of the ice. Too strong for everybody. Nuff gets it over to Kai Wilcox. Jackson Sobel will step up on him. Fisher with a big hit. Ledger's the physicality picking up from St. Mary Springs.
Yeah, they're starting to set the tone that way.
Hart throws a home run pass to Atkinson. He chips it in, goes for a change. Sobel picks it up quick. Sobel gets his head up, throws it up the wall, hits Gabe Brown on the stick. Brown looks around. Brown shoots into the chest. Good stop from Anton Whitus. And Notre Dame's doing a fantastic job of keeping the Ledgers to the outside and doing a good job back checking and taking away that high F3.
Yeah, that's a huge component of the game as well, especially in the playoffs. You force those shots to the outside, you allow your goaltender to see it, and that's going to give him confidence going out through the rest of the period.
Now, this is how the Ledgers scored their overtime goal. Let's see if Westergaard can do it against Riker Thomas.
Yeah, you were at that game and you made the call, and yeah, that was an exciting finish.
Draw one back to Gabe Brown, but right there, Dom Mader, fantastic defensive play. He comes up with speed down the left-hand wall. Chip pass, couldn't find Andrew Osterman. Tate Baker will pick it up in his own zone, fire it off the glass into the neutral zone all the way down. It'll be an ice. 10:58 to go in the second period. Neither team really had a fantastic chance either way.
Yeah, not too much this period. Again, we've seen the physicality really pick up, and the Ledgers have been dominating the physical side of things here in this period, and that's going to translate to good things. You keep doing that, you're going to keep getting momentum and keep getting the crowd into it as well.
Baker will take the draw. Won by Notre Dame by Riker Thomas. Chip back up to Westergaard. Westergaard on the backhand. Comes all the way back in, makes a move, throws it cross ice to Gabe Brown. He's got Tate Baker in a home run pass. He'll hit him off his knee. Baker's going to pick it up off the wall. Smart play from Tate Baker. Shoots it short side, well high and wide. It's a breakout pass for Notre Dame. Wagner gives it to Flood. Quick pass for Westergaard. He didn't get to it in time. I don't think he saw it. Mader chips it back up the wall into the official. Baker dumps back into the backhand, goes up in the air, knocked down by Osterman with his glove. He'll throw it over to Roboleski. Trip Roboleski. Roboleski drops it to Ante. Backdoor pass just past the stick of Riker Thomas. Roboleski chips it back down. Chipped up by Wagner. Osterman knocked it down. Blankenheim can't get it out. He does. Good battle from the freshman Logan Blankenheim. It's a hand pass. Should be a hand pass, and it is a hand pass. Good job for the linesman to see that. Osterman just threw that puck backwards.
Yeah, you cannot do that. But like you said, great job again by the official just being right on top of it and being aware of the situation at hand. We had good officials in the last game. Obviously, we had, I can't remember what the total of penalties were, but a good deal of penalties in that the girls' hockey game.
18.
Yeah.
18. Stelmacher jumped. He'll get booted. Nope, they're just going to tell him to just give him a warning. Fisher wins it forward, but it ain't going to matter. It's picked up by man in the neutral zone and chip back. Jackson Sobel got a hand on it, but couldn't get it all the way through. Rebeck trying to poke it off O'Brien. He bumps him into the wall. Wagner spins away from Molaski, gets it over to Sobel. Jackson Sobel back to Wagner. This pair works very well together. Wagner throws it up, hits Armani Fisher in stride. Fisher walks in, lost it. Fisher shoots, blocked in front. Ledgers need to find a way to get themselves some shots and bodies in front of the net. Stelmacher chips it up the wall. Chipped out. Finds Jack O'Brien. O'Brien will bring it up the left-hand wall. O'Brien, backhand pass. Finds Brandon Hart, the most recent goal scorer. Brandon Hart makes a move around one man. Cuts all the way back across the top of the zone. Brandon Hart walks in, shoots into the chest of Memphis Young. First one Memphis Young's seen in a while. Chipped out by Stelmacher over the stick. They're going to call this an ice. They're going to call it an ice.
Yeah, it's tough, going that long without seeing a shot, and you see one like that. Good job of him staying focused and staying alert of what's going on out there and making the save.
So I talk about the Ledgers getting a chance against a different line. Well, here's your chance. You got your Westergaard line. They're out there against that second line of Atkinson, Aitken, and Wilcox. And Aitken wins it back. Dump back in deep by Atkinson. Wilcox up top. Walking in, Mater blocked by Westergaard. Wilcox has got it. Fanned on the pass. Heath Brown steals it. Brown tries to chip it out. Cannot. Knocked back in by Aitken to Atkinson. Back to Aitken. Aitken walks in. Pat save by Memphis Young. Atkinson. Pass in front. Loosen. Bouncing. Gabe Brown's going to get to it, though. Brown tries to go around Drew Heil. He does on the right side. Gets bumped off. Good defensive play from Nathan Ante. Ante out there with Dom Mater. Ante tries to chip it through everybody but Baker. Gets it to Brown on the goal line. Brown tries to get through with somebody, and he cannot. Mater rims it up the wall. Flood keeps it in at the line. Knocks it down with his glove. Goes back up top to Westergaard. He's got a quick pass over. Here he comes. Heath Brown. Down Broadway. Tipped in front. Loose. Westergaard gets to it, though. Westergaard up top. Flood. Shot pass. Can't find Brown. He knocks it down. Brown shoots into the chest of Antone Whitus. A good stop from Antone Whitus.
Yeah, he's just staying really square to the puck, and that's really impressive. Obviously, he's a bigger goalie, and just squaring up to everything and making the saves, that he's supposed to make, and really keeping his team with this 2-goal lead.
Anton Whitus with another good stop. Shots 15-11. Pretty even in this game so far. Ledgers opened up a 4-shot lead, but have not found a way to bury it. Stelmacher, it's in the feet of the defenseman on the ice, but Heil gets to it, throws it cross ice for Trip Roboleski. Wagner pokes it around his man. Sabo gets it into the neutral zone, but it's picked up by Riker Thomas. Finds Roboleski. Actually, that was Osterman and his skates. Almost a really good pickup from Andrew Osterman. Thomas up top to Brandon Hart. Back down to Osterman. Osterman pass in the middle. Hopped over a stick. Finds Drew Heil on the far right point. Heil shoots short side and scores. Drew Heil beats Memphis Young. I don't think he ever saw it.
No, I don't think so either. And honestly, I thought that one was going wide as well.
And Drew Heil has given Notre Dame a 3-goal lead. Actually, I think they're going to say that. They got number 9 going first. Maybe he tipped it. Somebody got a stick on it?
That could be. Maybe it was going to go wide and they tipped it in front.
Did Trip Roboleski get a stick on that? Well, the bad news is that the Ledgers are now down 3. And what the Ledgers obviously offensively have not been able to get a lot going today. So we'll see what happens now. Riker Thomas, his line will stay back out there. He'll take the draw.
Just a tough one to give up there for the Ledgers.
Quick up to Logan Blankenheim. It is Drew Heil's goal. (19-9) on the assistant. That's Thomas and Droboleski. Thomas with a move in the middle of the ice. Pass over Osterman. Couldn't get it. The stick of Thomas rimmed all the way around up top to Drew Heil. He'll hold it into the line. He shoots tipped in front over top of the net. Brody Hyland's going to win the race to it. He'll try to drop it back, but can't get it through. Riker Thomas goes up to the point. Armani Fisher with speed will try to chip it around his man. Stepping in front of him, a good defensive play from Brandon Hart. From Braden Hart, obviously. Dump back in deep off the glass. Going to come behind Memphis Young. Atkinson going to try to hound Wagner, but Wagner will go around the net. Here comes Ty Wagner, chipping it to himself. He'll bring it in with some speed. And saying that Gabe Brown was offsides.
Slow things down here. Face off in the neutral zone now.
The Ledgers want to get back into this. They need to get at least one before the end of this period.
Yeah, they're going to have to, and that's going to be the only way that they can really turn around the momentum as well.
See, they've had some good chances, but Anton Whitus has made some good saves. Preston Flood dumps it in deep behind the net. Anton Whitus stops it. Throws it on the backhand to his defenseman, Dom Mater. Mater chips it around one man. Knocked down by the hands of Nathan Ante throws it up the wall, kept it at the line, but it gets through. Chance of 2-on-1 the other day. Good back check from Brown. Atkinson, toe drag, shoots, short side, scores. Blocker side, Owen Atkinson makes it a 4-goal lead for Notre Dame. What could be a dagger, an insurmountable lead maybe. Notre Dame leads now 4-0.
Really nice toe drag release there, and able to beat Memphis low blocker side. And that tough spot.
It's that one that had low hands, and Memphis just gets beat clean. And obviously we knew that no matter what, the Ledgers were going to need to score some goals. And right now, it's not looking great.
It's going the other way, really, yeah.
It's going to be Owen Atkinson's goal. I don't know what the assist will do here. It might go to Nathan Ante, if anything. Westergaard to Brown, quick. Brown shoots into the chest of Whitus. Assist goes to Nathan Ante. Notre Dame able to pop 2 each period, and St. Mary Springs not able to find anything back Anton Whitus yet.
Yeah, and now the crowd has kind of gone quiet, and it's tough. You're down 4-0.
Westergaard pass out front. Baker with a stop from Anton Whitus. It's a chance from Baker on the short side, and Anton Whitus said no.
Yeah, he's been up to the task here tonight as well. Like I said, he's not trying to do too much. He's not trying to slide all over the place. He's staying square and making the simple saves.
E. Brown will take the draw against Riker Evan. Riker Thomas gets booted. Trip Roboleski will come in and take it. One back to Westergaard, kept in at the line by Sobel. Dump back in deep. Good play from Jackson Sobel. Brown tries to throw it up front, can't. Westergaard gets to it. Pass out front, back door. Not for anybody. Roboleski looks around. Wagner lost his stick. He's got nobody. Cutting all the way across the zone, shooting. Good back check from Austin Westergaard. And here we go the other way. Gabe Brown on a 1-on-2, trying to go around Dom Mater. Cuts through the middle of the ice. Brown walks all the way over. Spins away from Nathan Ante. Chips in the middle of the ice. Into the corner to Jackson Sobel. Sobel on the backhand. Drops it down to Tate Baker, but he spun away from where he was supposed to be. Ante with a good move. Spins around Jackson Sobel. Baker steals. Brown looks around. Pass. Rebeck. Loose in front. He fired it into the corner.
He's got to get that shot off a little bit quicker.
Rebeck gets ducked under by Dom Mater. Ducked under the hit of Khalil Rebeck. He went headfirst into the boards. Hopefully he's all right. Dom Mater will pick it up in his own zone. Give it over to Nathan Ante. Ante chips it over on the red line or on the blue line. It went off the skates of Jack O'Brien. It's offsides.
Yeah, good call there on the offsides.
Yeah, Rebeck's got to one-time that. You can't hold on to that. You don't have enough time and space right now.
He tried to hold on to it too long, and he didn't even get the shot off, quite frankly. Again, he was in the high slot, would have been, prime scoring chance. At least try to get that puck to the net some way, somehow.
5:18 to go in the second period, a 4-0 lead for Notre Dame, and the Ledgers need to get a couple real quick here. Flood to Rebeck, chipped off the glass. Good play from Heil. Big hit from Fisher on the line. Dumps back in deep. Played into the corner for Heath Brown. Brown rims it all the way around for Khalil Rebeck once again. Rebeck looks around, throws it cross ice for Stelmacher. Good pickup from Stelmacher. Chips it in. Braden Hart picks it up. Hart stops behind the net. Pass over, hits his man. That's Carson Schrader. Schrader bringing up the left-hand wall. Dumps it in deep on Memphis Young. He plays it into the corner. Westergaard got out there. Tries to chip it around one man. Cannot in his own zone, but he'll get it back. Westergaard throws it up the wall. Armani Fisher tries to win the race, but Braden Hart chips it off the glass. Knocked down by the glove of Gabe Brown. Brown will bring it up the right-hand wall. Spins away. Throws a backhand saucer pass to Westergaard. Back to Brown. Brown spins and gives himself some time and space. Throws it up. Shot on net. Blocked in front. Flood shoots. Blocked in front once again. Fisher will pick it up. Fisher gets knocked down, and it's going to be a power play here for the Ledgers. Might be a chance to get back into it. And they blew the whistle, but the Ledgers still had a chance. It's going to be a holding penalty. It's going to go on through Heil.
Yeah, they're going to need this power play, and they're going to need to take advantage of it.
The 12:49 mark. The Ledgers will go to the power play with 4:11 to go in the period. A holding penalty on Drew Heil, who's one of their better defensemen. Losing him for the penalty kill is not ideal for Notre Dame.
Especially against a potent power play of the Ledgers.
The third goal was scored by Drew Heil. Pass down to Westergaard up top to Gabe Brown. He'll walk the line. Brown walks the line, shoots. Blocked in front by Dom Mater. And Mater will clear. Ty Wagner will pick it up quick. Wagner will bring it right back in. Westergaard walks the line over to Gabe Brown. Brown up top to Westergaard. Westergaard, Wagner. Wagner on the wing. Drops it down to Armani Fisher. He tried to chip it off the back of his man, but good call right away from the official to blow that dead because the puck comes in the neutral zone. It ain't going to matter. Net came off on Anton Whitus.
Yep, great call there. Again, officials, I'm glad we have good officials for both games. You know, playoffs, obviously these games count. Win or go home, and got great officials officiating all the playoff games so far that we've had.
Fisher will take the draw against Ian Aitken, and it's one back. Ty Wagner will walk the line over to Westergaard. Westergaard back to Wagner. Wagner to Brown. Brown walks down Broadway, shoots it short side. He missed the net. Osterman fires it all the way down. Quick change from Notre Dame. 1:05 to go. Wagner will bring it up. Pass over. Finds his man. Tries to chip it around him. Cannot. And Roboleski can't get it all the way out. Knocked out by the glove of Ty Wagner. Wagner spins away from Roboleski. Looks around, drops it below the goal line to Armani Fisher. Pass out front. One-timer, Tate Baker scores. Power play goal. Tate Baker at the 3-minute mark on the dot. 49 seconds to go on the power play. The Ledgers have made it 4-1.
Just like that, exactly what the Ledgers needed. They got their power play, and they were able to capitalize on that one.
Exactly at the 14 mark, Tate Baker from Armani Fisher on the power play. Ledgers get one back. Might need another one before the end of the period.
Yeah, this is a step in the right direction, but I agree with you. They're going to need another one. They got the momentum right now. You got 3 minutes left here in this second period. Take advantage of that and try to keep that momentum rolling.
Armani Fisher will stay out there. He'll take the draw. He's booting out Rebeck on this one, I think. Or booting out Fisher because of Rebeck.
Just like that, we have a game again, folks.
Oh, they're waiting for the clock. Didn't get the penalty taken off the clock. Trying to clear it out. There we go. Fisher will take the draw against Ian Aitken. Aitken wins it back this time to Nathan Ante. Ante looks his man off and walks down Broadway. Nathan Ante walks in, throws a backhand pass over to Owen Atkinson. Atkinson threw it out front, nobody home. Heath Brown throws a backhander all the way around to Rebeck. Rebeck chips it in the neutral zone over top of everybody. Too much gas on that one, it'll be an ice.
Shots now 18-14 Ledgers.
Wagner also gets an assist on that one. Ledgers will throw their top line back out there, just as well as the Riker Thomas, Andrew Osterman, and Trip Roboleski line will come out. 4-1, 2:41 to go. Notre Dame leads this one in the second period. Draw one to Riker Thomas, goes up top to Dom Mater. Mater walks the line, gives it over. Nathan Ante walks in, shoots into the glove of Memphis Young, still loose and bouncing around. A quick whistle.
Yeah.
Probably a lucky one.
For sure, because he was bobbling that one kind of the whole time. Never ended up getting it covered. But the whistle kind of saves him there.
Tate Baker will take the draw. 4-1 lead now for Notre Dame. Riker Thomas will take it against him. 2.5 to go here in the second period. Ledgers could use a quick one here, but draws one back to Ante. Ante shoots, blocked by Gabe Brown. Westergaard gets it back. Westergaard working on Dom Mater on a backhand pass, finds Tate Baker down the right wing. Baker shoots, blocked in front. Good block from the man. Ante, Westergaard cuts in the middle of the ice, throws it over. Stolen, kept back. Wagner drops it down, couldn't find Stellmacher. Stellmacher throws it below the goal line. Flood's going to pinch in and get to it first with 2:05 to go. Flood wouldn't like another late period goal from Preston Flood. Pass out front, nobody home. Osterman gets to it on the backhand. Chips it up, finds Trip Roboleski. Roboleski down the left-hand wall. Roboleski gets hounded by Ty Wagner. Good defensive play. And Westergaard battling with Wagner. Rimmed all the way up, kept into the line of the backhand by Drew Heil. Heil throws it over, walking it in, shooting, blocked by Westergaard. Shot came from the point from Chucky Bird. Chucky Bird over to Drew Heil, 1:35 to go. Notre Dame kind of ramping it up right here. Chipped around Jack O'Brien. Stelmacher throws it through a man. On to Anton Whitus. Fisher couldn't win the race. He tried to.
Little extracurriculars going on after the play.
Chucky Bird didn't like Fisher swinging his stick trying to chip that one in. He was going hard to the net. It's playoff hockey.
Yep, definitely.
Chucky Bird's got to get over that. I mean, it's going to happen. Like, you can't, I get it. You're trying to protect your goalie there, but Fisher's trying to go hard to the net. He's trying to pop one late for his team to get him back into a 2-goal game. And I would do the same thing if I was Chucky Bird, but you gotta keep your emotions in check just in case, because officials, if they see the retaliation, they're not going to call the first one. They're going to call the retaliation of the playoffs.
Exactly, and you're up, 4-1. You got to be smart.
Chipped into the neutral zone, knocked down by Atkinson, but it finds its way to Flood. Goes through the skates of the defenseman. Braden Hart goes back into the zone. Picked up in his own zone, given over to Braden Hart. Hart tries to chip it through Rebeck, stolen by Armani Fisher, but he couldn't hold it on the line. Into the skates of Jackson Sabo. Pass goes into the zone. Comes all the way out, stolen on the backhand by Armani Fisher. He chips it off the boards. Fisher can't beat his man to it. Chipped all the way high and deep. Knocked down by Flood. He'll bring it around the net, try to get Atkinson off of him. He will. 45 seconds now. Quick up the middle of the ice for Gabe Brown. Brown cuts through one man, but Braden Hart with a good stick. Armani Fisher keeps it in at the line. Fisher knocked his man off of it, but it comes the other way with Ian Aitken. Aitken chips it over to Drew Heil. 3-on-2. 33 seconds now. Preston Flood loses the race to Atkinson. He fires it off of Flood and out of play.
Good to see Gabe Brown back out there. After he blocked that shot, he was slow getting off the ice, missed the shift, and able to be right back out here for the end of the second period.
27.7 seconds here. Ledgers, you don't want to give up another late one. I mean, you'd like to get another late one, but at this point, you don't want to give anything up.
Right. You either want to get one or you want to not, or you want to be content with this 3-goal deficit.
Draw one back to Ante, fires it into the back side of his player. Wagner tries to chip it out. Can't get it all the way out. Gabe Brown. Brown looks, finds Westergaard, but he just threw it behind him. Stolen by Heath Brown. He'll dump it in. Dom Mader knocks it down with 10 seconds. Pass tipped by Tate Baker. Andrew Osterman's going to get to it. Bumped off by Brown. He gets taken down. No call. Westergaard tries to get it to the net. Cannot. And that'll do it for the period. Walking in a little too late was Andrew Osterman. And a 4-1 lead. Both teams trading a couple goals, a 2-1 period lead on that one for Notre Dame. And the Ledgers got one back, but are down 3 going into the third. Notre Dame looking to move on and take on Neenah once again. We'll step aside. We'll be back after these messages on Jeff's live streams.
Business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. SAMS also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for SAMS well drilling. We at SAMS are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. SAMS well drilling, well worth it.
Jeff's Live Streams is proud to announce our 2024-2025 Boys Basketball Showcase. Join us Wednesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. at The Rock. If you can't make it in person, we will also be streaming the event live on Jeff's Live Streams on YouTube, and you will be able to watch a recording at any time.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream for the intermission report. Ledgers down 4-1 after 2 goals in that period from Notre Dame at the 9:13 mark. Drew Heil fired one from the half wall. It looked like a harmless shot. Found its way home on the far side over the blocker of Memphis Young. Assist on that one went to Riker Thomas as well as Trip Roboleski. And then just a minute and 15 seconds later, another goal scored. That one went to number 22, Owen Atkinson. A good toe drag release shot on the short side. Assist on that one went to Nathan Ante. He's got 2 assists today so far. The only person with 2 points in the game. And then on the power play, with 3 minutes to go, the Ledgers finally popped one on a great pass from below the goal line from Armani Fisher. A quick little one-touch and a one-timer fired in by Tate Baker to make it 4-1. And you were kind of hoping the Ledgers could get another one late there, but the way it looks right now, the Ledgers down 4-1. They're going to need to get 1 and maybe 2 early in that period to try to get back into this game.
Yeah, definitely. And it's something you got to get going early rather than later. Obviously, you're down 3 in the playoff game, and this means something to those senior leaders on the Ledgers team. They're going to have to come out of the locker room with some fire.
Saves for the period. Anton Whitus went 7 of 8, and 4 of 6 went Memphis Young for a two-period total of 11. We said Memphis Young was very good in the first period. And I would think he's going to want both of those from that period back.
Yeah, definitely. And it's tough as a goalie. You got to stay focused and worry about not giving up any more here the rest of the game. You can't down in the past. Obviously, you have a whole other period here to try to keep your team in it. And it starts by not giving up any more here the rest of this game.
Notre Dame, they're doing a fantastic job of line matching. They're getting looks for their second line. That second line is a second line that would be first lines on most teams. They're very skilled. They all move very fast. They move the puck very well together. That second D pair they got of that Heil and Braden Hart has been very good today. Overall, the Notre Dame is really controlled the majority of the play, but are getting outshot.
Yeah, they are getting outshot a little bit here by 3 right now. But, yeah, definitely it's all about scoring chances and capitalizing on those chances that you get. And so far, Notre Dame has been the team to be able to do that.
It's going to come down to the nitty-gritty here in this third period. Obviously, it's a 3-goal lead for Notre Dame, so things looking up for them. But you can't let the Ledgers get a quick one early because that's when they get that momentum. They obviously scored late in the period. Now you got to make sure you try to come out and slow things down, take your time. And you don't need another goal. You just need to shut them down.
Yeah, definitely. You're up 4-1 right now, and like you said, you don't really necessarily need another goal. Don't necessarily change also too the way that you play, but you got to be a little bit less aggressive, less take chances, and more sound defensively.
Obviously, the Ledgers had a comeback win in overtime against Bayport, where they were down at 3-2 going into the third, tied it with 1:37 to go in the third, and then won it just 2:13 into overtime. And they're going to need some magic tonight. I mean, there's not much you can really say there. This Notre Dame team has come out, and they've impressed me, Caleb. I mean, I want to be honest. I knew that they were a great team, but for being a 3 seed in this, I mean, in the majority of other sections, this team is not a 3 seed.
Yeah, definitely. That's why, we had, me and Jeff talked about it in the Badger Line Conference tournament, what the seeding was going to actually look like. We know Neenah obviously was going to get the 1. I mean, they had just kind of dominated the section. And but then again, it was kind of a little bit of a surprise. Notre Dame and Springs, it was a toss-up between who was going to get the 2 and who was going to get the 3. And it comes down to, yeah, definitely, obviously, both of these teams are pretty evenly matched, as we can see here tonight. But either way, it's tough, and the Ledgers thankful they were able to get the home game out of this one.
And hopefully that home ice can maybe get them to pop a couple here. They're on that short board side, that backside board by the Zamboni door on that side is incredibly lively, and we used to use it as a play and try to set things up through there. Obviously, it's maybe not as much anymore. Maybe people don't realize it as much, but it's something that it needs to be thought about. You're trying to use your home ice here to try to get yourself just something to work.
Yeah, definitely. Use it to your advantage. Like I said, this is a little bit bigger of a rink. It's an Olympic-sized sheet of ice here in Fond du Lac. So use that to your advantage.
We're going to step aside and run a couple more ads. We'll be back with the third period on the road to Middleton and Cap Ice Arena, the Bob Suter Ice Rink on Jeff's live streams. Notre Dame leads this one 4-1. Justin Schwartzmiller with Caleb Sauer on Jeff's live streams. We'll be back with the third period after this.
Is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
We've always been a family that thinks about spend, save, give. It was refreshing to find a financial company that echoed that mentality.
With Thrivent, it's more than just about gaining financial confidence. It's about how you can use your resources to create change in your community. It's been a relationship that's created a whole exponential amount of good.
Jonathan Leonard here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the WIAA and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service. Batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford, and we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help you get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
WDS Construction is a national general contractor with headquarters in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. But we are so much more. The holiday spirit has taken over the WDS corporate office. Our team has transformed the space into a festive wonderland with themes like Santa's Workshop and Christmas at the Zoo, along with other creative holiday decor throughout. From cheerful decorations to imaginative displays, every corner is filled with seasonal joy. WDS Construction wishes everyone a wonderful holiday season filled with warmth, joy, and plenty of festive fun.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Welcome back on Jeff's live streams, ready for puck drop. And Tate Baker will take the draw against Riker Thomas for the third time today to start a period, and Thomas wins it once again. Heil fires it in off the blocker of Memphis Young into the netting, and a quick whistle just 7 seconds into the period.
Yeah, just directed that one right out of play. Again, quick whistle here to start this third and final period, potentially final. Can't rule out the Ledgers just yet.
No, they need a quick one here. We talked about that. I mean, obviously off camera. They need to get a quick one here. You can't give up one early. You got to get your first one early. It's that 5-minute rule that we talked about with Fox Cities. Pass finds Westergaard. He tips it in on Whitus, and he'll hold on to it. It's that 5-minute rule. You got 15, or periods are 17 minutes long, but it's a 15-minute thing basically, because you want to. I mean, you'd like to be tied before that last 2-3 minutes, but you got to get one every 5 minutes. So they need one before the 12-minute mark.
Yep.
And then they need another one before the 7-minute mark. Westergaard wins it back to Brown. Kept it at the line by Wagner. Comes back. Shot. Baker wide. Behind the net. Picked up. Nathan Ante has been fantastic for this Notre Dame team. Quick pass off the skates of Baker all the way down the ice. Osterman will give chase. Everybody else will change. Chip pass for Ty Wagner from Preston Flood. Wagner will wind it up down the left wing. Stops. Slows things down. Gives it over to Preston Flood. He had it go under his stick. Wagner gets it from Flood. Throws it off the boards. Picked up by Westergaard. He makes a move around one man. He'll wind it up through the neutral zone. Bring it in with speed down the middle of the ice. Austin Westergaard drops it. One-timer from Baker. Blocked in front by Braden Hart. He's had a good game too. Backspin on that one. Stolen by Heath Brown in the neutral zone to Jackson Sobel. Cross-ice pass. Finds Gabe Brown. Here he comes with speed. Brown down the outside. Down the left wing. Gabe Brown on the backhand. Spins away. Puck got caught in the water. Slows things up. Throws a cross-ice pass. Blocked by Kai Wilcox. He'll get it back off the boards. Gets hit hard by Heath Brown. Stolen by Armani Fisher. Chips it back. Jackson Sobel. Sobel, quick up. Gabe Brown. Brown tries to get the red but cannot. Good defense. Good play from Ian Aitken. Pass goes off the boards. Dumped in by Rebeck. Whitus stops it. Stelmacher couldn't steal it away from Ante. Here comes Kai Wilcox. Wilcox throws it cross ice. Good play from Jackson Sobel to knock it down. Armani Fisher tried to chip it to himself. Cannot. Here comes Dom Mater. Mater throws it cross ice. Hits Trip Roboleski, and a hit from Rebeck. Roboleski gets it back throw. Throws it down low. Got a man. Pass out front. Couldn't find Osterman. A backdoor pass. Couldn't find Andrew Osterman. Chipped all the way down. It'll be an ice. Nope, they're going to wave it off. Drew Heil looking for a quick up. Hits Osterman. Osterman finds his man, but it's stolen by Flood. Bad pass from Osterman. Here comes Gabe Brown. Brown shoots wide of the net. Had Westergaard going for a rebound. Rimmed all the way around by Flood. Brown's going to win the race. Brown up top. Wagner backhands it in deep. Brown knocks it down. Gabe Brown throws a cross-ice pass. It's bouncing. It's going to be a quick pass. Stolen. And Date Baker with a good back check. Baker's going to get it. Brown. Here comes Brown. Gabe Brown in the middle of the ice. Walks in. Gabe Brown shoots. Blocker save by Anton Whitus. Drop back down for Brown. Brown backhand pass. Couldn't find Westergaard. Couple good chances for the Ledgers right there. Flood will pick it up in his own zone. 4:17 to go in the game. He'll bring it in down the left-hand wall. Gets it poked off his stick. Good steal. Good play from Owen Atkinson. He's had a pretty good game as well for Notre Dame. Westergaard throws it cross ice. Fisher will pick it up off the boards. Braden Hart's going to win the race, though. Hart chips it around. Highland knocks it down. Drops it back for Westergaard. Westergaard chips it around. Brody Highland gets to it. Highland up top. Wagner, slap shot. Save! Into the chest of Anton Whitus, and Nina Horton-Milbanasha won that one 4-1, so the winner will take on Nina, and they will have a home game basically because it's at the Champion Center.
Right, yeah, so the winner of this one taking on NHM. It'll be Friday. I believe that's going to be around 7:30, 8 p.m.
Maybe a little earlier than this tonight because the girls' game's earlier as well.
Yep. The girls will be at 4:30 again. I believe that one's going to be Bay Area and the Fond du Lac Co-op Warbirds.
Hiles got it at the point, shoots, blocked by Rebeck, gets it back though, gives it over to Ante. Nathan Ante into the chest of Memphis Young. He makes the stop with 13:35 to go. Top line for the Ledgers going to come back out. Take on the top line for Notre Dame.
Shots now 21-16 in favor of the Ledgers.
Ledgers student section trying to get them going. Notre Dame trying to defend their state title in Division I. They'd have to get through Nina, who's been very good in Division I this year. Obviously, the number one team in Division I has been knocked out. They got knocked out last week by Chippewa Falls, who was deadlocked with Eau Claire Memorial in their sectional semifinal.
Yeah, it's been kind of almost the year of upsets in a way. Some big upsets have fallen off the table. Always makes it interesting, playoff hockey. Obviously, it's a great time of the year. A lot can happen.
Another big upset with Lakeland was losing to Mosinee today in Division II as well.
Yeah, that'd be another one.
Hey, Brown will take the draw against Riker Thomas. One back to Austin Westergaard. Westergaard, backhand pass for nobody. Trying to find Preston Flood, cheating in. Chipped out of the neutral zone. Heath Brown's going to win the race to it. Puck's rolling on edge. It ain't going to go all the way. Heath Brown gets it over onto the stick of Preston Flood. Quick up. Baker chips it in the zone. Drew Heil's going to get to it first. Heil throws it up into the bleachers. Watch out. I think somebody's water bottle got hit.
Yep, always got to be aware. Again, at hockey games, no one is safe.
Watch out for flying pucks. That's what they always say at the NHL games. Watch out for flying pucks.
No one is safe.
4-1, 13:01. Ledgers need a goal in that 1 minute mark. There for that 5-minute rule that I would say. Aitken will take it against Armani Fisher, and he wins it back to Drew Heil. Heil rims it around. Finds his man Owen Atkinson. He tried to chip it out into his skates, but Braden Hart gets to it. Wagner can't chip it through his man. Chip back in deep, though. Armani Fisher's going to win the race to this one. Fisher spins, tries to get it out front to Rebeck. Can't find him. Goes up the wall. Wagner spins around Atkinson. Chips it to himself. Chips it back to himself. Rebeck up top. Sobel walks in. Fanned on it. Gets it back. Shoots off the pad of Midas. He was going the wrong way. Midas was going the wrong way, and it hit the toe. Jackson Sobel, he's had a pretty good game. We've said his name a lot. Tried to get it in deep. Kai Wilcox chip pass. Owen Atkinson chipped off his stick. Good play from Stelmacher. He'll get to just about the red, chip it in. Knocked down by Whitus. Pass thrown up through the stick of Austin Westergaard. Couldn't pick it up. Wilcox looks back Looks for the backdoor man. Can't find him. Stolen by Gabe Brown. Here he comes. Gabe Brown on the left wing. Good play from Notre Dame to try to force him into the inside. They do, and he's knocked down. And, I like the no call, but he kicked his feet out from underneath it.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I get what he's doing. It's a physical play, but he kicks his skates out from underneath him. It should be a trip. Osterman up top. Fan out of Westergaard tries to steal it from him. Here he comes. Austin Westergaard on the left wing. Westergaard getting knocked down by Osterman. Osterman's going to get a penalty. That is a penalty. Osterman took his feet out. He dove at his ankles, and Osterman's going to go off for a trip. And the Ledgers, who are 1-for-1 on the power play, will go to the power play.
Yeah, that's one of those that's kind of a smarter penalty. Westergaard, a lot of speed breaking down the wing there on the left side, and he would have had a free range at the, almost like a mini breakaway in a way, but a good hustle play, stopping him there. Yes, they're going to go on the penalty kill, but again, you eliminate a scoring chance.
The 5:21 mark, a tripping penalty will go on Ryan Osterman. Or Andrew Osterman. Draw one back. Wagner can't keep it in at the line. Brown will bring it back in. Here comes Gabe Brown down the left wing. Brown with 11:30 to go in the game. Power play for the Ledgers. Up top, Wagner. Wagner got a fan on it. Drops it all the way back down, and Hart gets to it, fires it off the wall. Kept it at the line by Wagner. He chips it off the boards. Aitken gets to it. A man all alone. Here we go. Memphis Young doesn't come out to play, and here comes a 2-on-0. Hart walks in, makes a move, shoots, and scores. Braden Hart, and that's probably going to be the dagger. Braden Hart's second of the game. It's 5-1 Notre Dame. Short-handed goal for Braden Hart. That's Drew Heil. Drew Heil's second of the game. It'll be a short-handed goal that time, and I think that might do it, Caleb.
Yeah, you might be right, and I think Memphis Young's going to regret not going out to play that one. Kind of had all day to just go and at least, get a stick on it or something, but instead doesn't, and Notre Dame is going to come down on the 2-on-0, and they capitalize.
Good move from Drew Heil. He tucks it home. His second of the game, and Notre Dame now leads 5-1. And now the Ledgers really need to score on this power play. Fired all the way down. It's going to say unassisted on that one. And stolen by Riker Thomas. Thomas comes all the way back. A smart play from Riker Thomas. He'll slow things down. Armani Fisher hits him. Pass finds his man. Dom Mader fires it all the way down. It's going to go all the way around. 10:45 to go in what could be the Ledger season. Gabe Brown at the right wing. Brown comes all the way around the outside. Looks at, throws a backdoor pass too far behind Tate Baker. Chipped up into the netting from Drew Heil and Ty Wagner, and that's the whistle.
Yeah, that'll slow things down. Face-off will be in the zone.
For those knowing, Eau Claire Memorial beat Chippewa Falls 2-1. Ozany did beat Lakeland 4-1, Caleb. Draw one quickly on Whitus, but he covers it.
Yeah, a lot going on. We got a lot of scores coming in from all over the place. And again, it's playoff hockey. Great time of the year here, especially in Wisconsin.
Notre Dame leads this one 5-1 on the back of Drew Heil's 2 goals and a 1 shorthanded goal he just scored. There's 50 seconds to go on their power play. Draw one back. Braden Hart fires it all the way down. It'll come all the way down behind Memphis Young. And Preston Flood will get to it first. Comes Preston Flood with speed. Flood cuts through the middle of the ice. Cuts all the way around the outside. Flood was behind the net. Gets it up top to Heath Brown. Brown over to Stellmacher. He can't hold on to it. Mader gives it over and rimmed all the way around. A good play from Nathan Ante. Boy, has he been fantastic today for Notre Dame.
Yeah, he's played really well.
Here comes Preston Flood up the left wing. 10 seconds to go on the power play, and then when the Ledgers need a power play goal, they're not going to be able to get one here. Atkinson tries to get it around Armani Fisher, fired all the way down past Heath Brown, and that's going to do it. Good kill from Notre Dame. 5-1 lead for Notre Dame. Westergaard picks it up on the left-hand wall. Westergaard cuts through the middle of the ice, walks in, shoots, blocked in front, just goes wide. Ante makes a move around Westergaard, but he steals. Westergaard chips it out front. Wagner shoots just wide. I think it went off the stick of Whitus. Armani Fisher gets pinned up against the wall. Tries to kick it loose. He does to Gabe Brown. Brown to Westergaard. Westergaard shoots it wide off the glass. Wagner picks it up. Drops it down. Fisher pass. Backdoor Can't get around. Brown throws it out front. One-timers. And it was in. I believe it went in. No, they're going to say it didn't.
Net was off.
The net was off. An argument here.
Net was off and the whistle blew before.
I don't know. I think Westergaard's first shot went in, I believe. If I remember, I'm pretty sure that hit the back of the net. But they're going to say no goal.
Could be. Yeah, I guess I didn't see that.
They're arguing it. They're trying to figure out why that's no goal, but the net was off. Wausau beat New Richmond as well, Caleb.
Oh.
Another upset.
Wow.
It's the day of upsets here.
Yeah.
Draw will be taken by Gabe Brown, doesn't win it. Baker tries to steal, pins his man up against the wall. Preston Flood's going to pinch in and keep it in. Flood tries to chip it down, lost his stick, gets his stick back. Pass from Braden Hart goes up the wall. Chipped out of the neutral zone, Tate Baker. 8:45 to go. Ledgers need some goals and lead them in a hurry. Notre Dame just needs to chip the puck in and kill some time. Hart will bring it back in his own zone. Slow things down, and he'll bring it up with speed on the left-hand wall. Here comes Braden Hart. Makes a move around Ty Wagner. Wagner keeps him to the outside, pins him up against the wall. Wagner will poke it loose and get it back. Tries to bring it out. Gets hounded and kept in at the line by Osterman. Tripped it over, but stolen by Gabe Brown, and he spins away from everybody. He'll spin back and drop it to Ty Wagner. Wagner gets it to Westergaard. He'll throw it cross ice on a saucer pass to Tate Baker. Baker's got a 1-on-4. He's got to slow things down. He fans on it, gets around Osterman, but it doesn't matter. Coming up, Carson Trader, stolen, Rebeck. Rebeck gets to it, dumps it back in deep, goes off the official, comes behind the net. Dom Mader over to his partner, back to Dom Mader. Mader chips it up the wall. Kept in at the line by Jackson Sabel. They're going to say it's offsides. 7:49 to go.
Face off in the neutral zone. Shots now 23-18 in favor of the Ledgers.
Coach Mike Skaczynski wants to talk to the referee. Wondering about what? Flood chips it in off the glass. Behind the net. Hart spins away from Stelmacher. A good play. Finds Jack O'Brien. He goes around Jackson Sabel. O'Brien still got it. Chips it in, but goes off as the player Molaski. Molaski gets it back. Molaski makes a move in the middle of the ice. Lost it. Drew Heil in the neutral zone. He's had a fantastic game. Pass finds Molaski. He lost it. Here comes Austin Westergaard. Westergaard with speed. He'll bring it around the outside. Almost had it poked away by Jack O'Brien, but he gets it back. Westergaard winds it up, cuts through the middle of the ice. Comes all the way down the right side. Can't get it through his man. Jackson Sabel knocks it down with his stick. Chance coming the other way. Atkinson chips it through Preston Flood, but he gets it back, and Atkinson's going to get a penalty. It's going to be a tripping penalty or a cross-check, whatever you want to call it. He pantsed him. Yep, cross-check. I don't want Atkinson at the 7:01 mark. Ledgers will have a chance on a power play.
Yeah, the ref all over that one. Making the correct call.
The 9:59 mark, a cross-checking penalty on Owen Atkinson. It was a cross-check. Can't pants somebody like that and knocks him down from behind like that.
Going to be a huge opportunity here for the Ledgers.
Armani Fisher will take the draw. Draw was won by the Ledgers, but they'll kick him. Fisher's out there right now with Brown and Baker. No Westergaard, or Westergaard's on D. They've done this every once in a while. When they run this power play, they'll leave it. They had it out there as well before, after the power play. I'll see if they keep doing this. Obviously, having a power play here, but their top unit out there for the Ledgers, and I would see most likely they'll be out 2 minutes for the full 2 minutes if they don't score. Westergaard looks around, spins away, drops it up top to Wagner. Wagner to Westergaard. Cross ice, Wagner shoots, tipped in front, rebound, scores, Armani Fisher. He'll say that one counts, he points it home, and the Ledgers have made it 5-2. On a power play goal, just 24 seconds into the power play. Armani Fisher wanted to point that one home with some emphasis. He's going to say that one counts.
Yeah, definitely. Adding a little flair to that goal.
5-2 now. Raiders still down 3 with only 6.5 to go. Time is running out.
Capitalizing on the power play.
And in quick fashion. They needed to get one quick, and they did.
For sure.
Draw one and fired into the zone. Preston Flood picks it up, though, and gives it to Ty Wagner. Wagner drops it to Gabe Brown. Brown, he'll bring it up with speed. Gets it back to himself. Here comes Gabe Brown through the neutral zone. Gabe Brown on the backhand, spins, throws it up front. Westergaard, one-timer, and the net comes off, and they should blow the whistle, but they won't this time. 2-on-1 coming the other way. Baker, pass, backdoor, can't find his man. Brown throws a backhand pass, knocked down, and a good play from Roboleski. Yo, did you pick up the assist there?
No, I didn't.
I think it was Westergaard and somebody. I think it was Wagner, maybe. We'll go with that. And speaking of Flood, he'll dump it in.
Net's still off.
Net is still off, and they should blow the whistle. They blew it right away when the Ledgers scored, so I'm interested why they won't blow it. Stelmacher. I think the official's going to try to fix it here. If the Ledgers score and it comes on and it's off, then they can't wave it off again. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. You had how long?
Sobel makes a move around one man. Kai Wilcox steals it away from him. Here comes Nathan Ante. Ante up the wall. Atkinson dumps it in deep. 5:25 to go now. I think they're trying to get the goaltender to fix the net. He did a little bit. Rebeck dumps it back in deep for his defenseman, Heath Brown. Brown behind his net. Finds Armani Fisher. Throws it fully cross ice out of a stick. Khalil Rebeck just going to hold on to it. 4 guys back for Notre Dame. They've done a fantastic job of back checking all day long. They've pretty much given the Ledgers nothing on a rush chance.
And that's huge, and that's part of the reason why they've had such success, too, in the whole program.
Brown pins his man up. Here coming out with it, Trip Roboleski, a 3-on-2 the other way. Roboleski brings it through the middle ice, gets it to Kai Wilcox. Wilcox has it stolen, good defensive play from Heath Brown. Brown chips it up. Heil fires it over to Hart. Hart chips it, finds Riker Thomas. Thomas brings it in the left side, tries to go around Ty Wagner, cannot. Wagner knocks him down. Westergaard gets a pass. Slows things down, throws it cross ice for Tate Baker, and a good stick from Roboleski once again. Thomas knocks it to himself, gets it back. Here comes Riker Thomas in the middle of the ice. Pass for Osterman. Osterman on the backhand has it poked away by Westergaard. Stolen. Baker, board pass. Too strong, too short for Westergaard. He knocked it down. They're going to say no high stick there. Here comes Tate Baker, knocked down by Jack O'Brien. Notre Dame has done a great job at knocking down passes in the middle of the ice. Westergaard kicks it over to Stelmacher. Stelmacher flips it in the neutral zone on the backhand. Cross ice pass, 4 minutes to go now. It's a 5-2 lead for Notre Dame. Jack O'Brien in the middle of the ice. 2 men run into each other. Armani Fisher gets in his neutral zone, drops it back. Comes Preston Flood over to Rebeck. Rebeck throws it in the middle of the ice. A good pass to Fisher. Fisher dumps it in. Coming in to get it. Stelmacher. Fisher looks around, throws it out front. Nobody home. Gets it back. Makes a move around one man. Fisher walks the goal line, shoots it. Loose in front. Kick the net off once again. Now the Ledgers trying to argue a delay of game at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously the net was still off in the moorings because they never really put it back fully into place.
Yeah, I think that definitely was part of it as well.
Good move from Armani Fisher, and I think the Ledgers are going to take a timeout here with 3:36 to go, and most likely an offensive zone faceoff. You'll probably see them pull Memphis Young right away.
Yeah, I would think so. You know, like you said, 3.5 minutes left, and they're down by 3 goals.
Not much you can really do here. You got to hope. This is the time to bear down. You're going to need to get pucks and bodies to the net and hope and pray that pucks go in. Because, I mean, nothing against it. Anthony Whitus, he's been fantastic today. He's made some great saves, and the Ledgers obviously needing 2 power plays to score, but that's about it. I mean, the Ledgers haven't really generated a ton of chances other than their power plays.
Right. There hasn't been too much action going on and pressure with the 5-on-5 play from them tonight. But like you said, you got to get pucks through to the net. You got to get shots off, and you got to really test them. And like you said, this is do or die time. The Ledgers offense has gotten it done all season long, and they're going to have to get a couple here tonight past Whitus.
Yeah, 3:35 to go, and I think most likely you're running out of time with your 2 stars of Gabe Brown and Austin Westergaard. Westergaard obviously becoming the most point scoring and Ledger's history and his career's obviously high school careers. Both these guys will end up playing junior hockey, but their high school careers are just about coming to an end. And obviously, they don't think it's over yet. They think there's a chance they can maybe score 3 here quick, but they need to get them fast.
Yeah, they do, and they got to stack them one on top of the other and just keep getting the pressure and finish this game strong, and you never know what could happen.
Young will go back to the net. .5-2, 3:36 to go.
Ledgers with some work to do.
Ledgers will send out all their top guys. You'll have the line of 2-3-4 here. Fisher, Westergaard, and Brown. And Fisher's going to try to win this draw right back to Brown, and he's going to try to rip it. And it's one back this time to Wagner. Wagner shoots, pad save, rebound, tapped in, and Whitus makes another stop. Brown shoots over top of the net off the top of the glass. Flood pinches in to try to keep it in at the line. He does. Fisher throws a pass out front, almost bounces its way home. Wagner looks around, drops it down low to Fisher, up top to Brown. Brown walks the line. Flood shoots, blocked in front, into the netting, all the way through and into the glass. I've never seen it go through
that
there.
Does not happen very often at all. Wow. Not much of an opening there.
There's a little bit of a crease. 3:11 to go.
The
They're going to tell Memphis Young to come off the ice here. They're not paying it. Memphis isn't paying attention. They're yelling at him to come off, and he's not looking at it.
Yeah.
Ledgers will go 6-on-5 now. 5-2, empty net, trying to get some goals here. Armani Fisher will take the draw. Draw one back. Flood shoots, blocker save, rebound. Comes out front, throws it out front. Heil for the hat trick all the way down. It's going to be nice. Drew Heil trying to find a hat trick on a full ice shot. But for the Ledgers, I mean, that's great. Then you get a face-off. You get another offensive zone face-off. You have your 4 best face-off guys on the ice between Brown, Westergaard, Baker, and Fisher. It just doesn't matter. It just matters what side it's on.
Yeah, that icing house went out a ton, like you said, and they're going to get another face-off here in the zone.
Thomas, who has been very good at draws today, will take it this time against Baker. He's kind of owned Baker in the face-off circle, and this time he wins it once again to Braden Hart. But Fisher battles with Westergaard, and Hart tries to chip it through, but it comes to Preston Flood. Flood drops it down below the goal line to Austin Westergaard. Westergaard up top to Gabe Brown, goes through his stick, kept it at the line. They didn't wave it off, and the Ledgers stopped playing. It's fired all the way down and into the net, and it's Ryan Osterman's second of the game. And the Ledgers are going to lose this one, and Notre Dame's going to win this one. Most likely going to be 6-2.
Yeah, getting the empty net goal there. Long range shot.
Good shot. High arcing shot, and you can see the pain in the faces of the Ledgers, but someone's got to go home at one point, and Ledgers will lose this one 6-2 most likely. Andrew Osterman gets the goal. Unassisted. Brody Highland chips it into the zone. He got Porter Gala out there as well with Pierce Weber. Heath Brown comes off. Ty Wagner comes back on. Chipped into the zone. That's number 32, Brady Verhagen, getting out there for Notre Dame, getting some time, as well as Trevor Skudzinski. Here comes Wagner down the left wing. Wagner on the backhand pass out front, under the stick of Pierce Weber. In the zone, Skudzinski drops it down. Ante rims it off the boards. Finds Max Nuff. Chipped out in the neutral zone. Hits the stick of the man, Verhagen, but doesn't come all the way out. Highland dumps it back in deep with 150. Battle forward along the wall ensues. Rebeck throws it out front. Nobody home. Colin Campbell tries to chip it in the neutral zone. He does. Knocked down by Flood. Flood spins away from his man. Tries to come up with speed down the left-hand wall. He does. Comes Preston Flood. Cuts and stops. Gives it over to Westergaard on his feet. Westergaard throws a pass. Nobody home. Carson Schrader steals it. Chips it to himself. Chips it in the middle of the ice. He gets hit hard by Gabe Brown, and he's down. Hopefully Carson Schrader's okay. Gabe Brown arguing with Jack O'Brien. Gabe Brown's going to get a penalty here, too.
Yeah, a lot going on there after that whistle.
Either, I think they're calling him a rough. Calling a rough, and then Gabe Brown's going to go to the box, and that's probably going to do it for Gabe Brown's career.
Yeah, I would think so. Again, he's had a phenomenal career and season.
Westergaard and Fisher will come out. Notre Dame will have a power play with 1:15 to go. One back by Armani Fisher behind the net. Molaski's got it, looks around. Shot on net, knocked away. Chipped over top by Aitken. He'll go up top to Ante. Nathan Ante walks the line, walks in the middle of the ice, drops it back to himself, chips it in deep. Jackson Sobel's going to try to beat Atkinson to it. Molaski gets to it. Molaski looks around, throws a pass out front, tapped in home. Second of the game will go for Owen Atkinson. Owen Atkinson fires home his second of the game on the power play. Second power play goal of the game. Third special teams goal for Notre Dame.
Yeah, they've also done a really nice job of capitalizing on the power play here tonight. The Ledgers have as well, obviously, but Notre Dame leading now 7-2.
Good pass from Molaski below the goal line, hits the stick right in the middle, and Atkinson taps it home. And here are the thank you seniors, Chet, and pretty much that tells you everything you need to know. The Ledgers are going to lose this one 7-2. Notre Dame, they fantastic. They were just the better team today. They were.
Yeah, they were, and they had all the energy, and they capitalized on their scoring chances.
Fisher knocks down Jack O'Brien off the draw. Pass goes off the wall, chip to Jack O'Brien. O'Brien in the middle of the ice, chips it around one man, cuts through the middle of the ice, drops it over to his man. Shot into the glove, just wide. Kept into the line, dumped back in deep by Chucky Bird, comes all the way to the neutral zone. Gonna play it and hold it behind his net, Braden Hart. Hart gets chased by Brown. Brown makes him spin away. He spins back, throws a pass cross ice, over a stick. Armani Fisher's gonna get to it. Heath Brown gets it, chips it back. Jack O'Brien comes through the neutral zone with 10 seconds. O'Brien toe drag. He gets hit by a couple Ledgers. Brown's just gonna hold it in his own zone. And he's got a man coming after him, and Brown's not happy that Kai Wilcox is coming after him, and now Wagner firing a couple shots at him. That's gonna do it. The Ledgers are gonna lose this one 7-2. Notre Dame's gonna move on to the sectional semifinals. Their sectional finals, and they're gonna take on Neenah, who has beaten them already this season, but it should be a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good game as well. Again, Notre Dame are gonna take this one 7-2, end the Ledgers season. Nothing to hang their heads on. They've had a phenomenal run so far.
I think that game will be at 7:45. I think that's what our message said, but saves for the third period. Congratulations to Notre Dame. We're going to just go right over to the pregame show, Caleb, and to our postgame show and talk about the final recap here. We'll go through the third period scoring. Third period scoring at the 5:48 mark. Scored by number 17, Drew Heil, shorthanded, a great move, cuts across the middle of the ice, and it's one that maybe Memphis Young wants to go out and try to play, but just didn't get it done, and shorthanded goal there, and then an unassisted empty netter scored by Ryan Osterman on a long-range bomb. The Ledgers made it a 3-goal game on a power play goal from Armani Fisher, but didn't matter. Then Andrew Osterman scored that one, and then the second of the game coming from Atkinson on the power play on a good pass from Molaski, tapped home, and that is how we stood. We're going to show you what we got upcoming here on Jeff's live streams. We got a lot of stuff upcoming here tonight, or this week and all in general. We got playoffs. The playoff basketball's in full swing. We will be at Lourdes and Oakfield, or Lourdes versus Oakfield boys basketball on Thursday. Both teams kind of ramped themselves up for the playoffs. Montello and Randolph as well on Thursday, but also tomorrow night for obviously the Ledgers. We don't cover their basketball team, but you want to see what we're all about here on Jeff's live streams. We have the player showcase at the Rock, so you'll get to see that. It's pretty cool. talk to the boys basketball team. We did it last week with the girls basketball team. We didn't have a chance to do it with the hockey teams because there was a snowstorm, but talked about it. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And I mean, Caleb, I think that's a pretty cool thing that we do. We get to talk with the boys basketball teams, talk to them about some of the boys about their careers and their upcoming seasons they're going to have going on.
Yeah, for sure. It adds another element. Again, we're in this here for the memories and for the kids as well. So we try to cover, again, as much as we can and provide as many memories as we can for these kids. And that's one of the things here about us. You can go ahead and watch a replay of this game at any time. And also check us out on social media. We got Facebook, Instagram, and X as well.
And Friday we'll have the girls basketball regional at Oakfield. We'll also have a girls basketball regional at Laconia. And I think, yeah, that's it. I mean, because the hockey sectionals are the Warbirds, and I don't think we'll be able to do that because we're short-staffed this week. We would love to cover the Warbirds again. It was a fantastic game again today, and I expect a really good one against Bay Area. But nothing you can really do. We're short-staffed this week, and it looks like we're going to have basketball coming up for you a lot as of late. The girls playoffs are obviously starting. Nicholas, thank you, and no problem. I mean, we enjoy doing this. We love having you guys on, and then we'll have a girls basketball regional final on Saturday.
Yeah, again, we always have a full schedule. We do all sports, really. I mean, we got coming up in the spring, we're going to have baseball and softball as well, so we got it all going on. Be sure to reach out to us today as well to try to get your sporting events covered.
All right, we're gonna end it here. I want to thank the Ledgers for covering them this season. Coach Kevin Colleen as well in WIT Services. That is his roofing company. And just for great overall. I mean, we support the Ledgers. We like watching their hockey team play. And congratulations on a great career to Austin Westergaard. I think Pierce Weber was a senior as well. Armani Fisher, Gabe Brown. I mean, these kids all had Khalil Rebeck. They all had a huge impact on this program. A couple state titles. And it's a tough way to go, but that's the way it ends.
Yeah, definitely. It's not the way you want it to go out, but at some point, all high school sports come to an end.
All right, thank you, everybody. I will be back on here for the Player Showcase tomorrow, as well as most likely, I would guess I will be at Laconia or I'll be at Oakfield or maybe even Oakfield for boys basketball on Thursday, and then Laconia on Friday. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, bless you today and every day.